of all, before we do our recap, Barry's switching characters. There's a new character this week, so we'll see who he plays next week. But you should just play a different character every week, Barry. That could be fun.
We are doing this because of political correctness.
Vampire of the week.
Vampire of the week.
I don't want to do a vampire every week. This is hard work.
All right. Okay, so long story short, where to begin? You guys came out of the Gus's apartment, right? Where did we end up? Who wants to do a recap of their character?
We're at the princess. What's her name?
I say that like it's a question. That's right. Okay, so we're at the Sears Tower.
Yeah.
Right, and you guys are in the waiting room at the
And we're
Sears
about
Tower.
to go in, apparently.
Right. Okay, well, as you're about to go in, first of all, Terrace comes out and he goes like this to you, Barry, and he takes your old character off to a meeting room from whence he will not be seen again.
Okie dokie.
It's whacked off.
Right. And so that's that, right. You hear this in the background and there's like blood splatters across the glass door. No, that doesn't happen. That's a terrible idea, Charlie. You're mean. I'd hate to be in one of your
PC
games.
recycling room.
PC recycling room.
Yep.
Yeah, right. His stripped for parts,
Yep.
put back together again as a different character. At the same time as this occurs, you guys are then beckoned in to the prince's chambers. So, yeah.
We stand up. Well, I stand up. I don't know what Lawrence is doing, so I'm just gonna go.
You walk across the plush, spongy carpet.
I'm following.
To the meeting room.
Does it smell like clean? Because there was a whole bunch of grenade explosions.
Actually, yeah, there's in fact, bringing that up, that's a good point. Some of the walls here are covered in plastic and is clearly under repair. There's clearly been damage here, and there's a lot of stuff that's just been covered up. And so it's being worked on during the daytime, but at nighttime, they've just covered it up with plastic. So it might even be that you've been moved through that waiting room to a new office, like the Primogen Council room or something like that. And they've got more than one office up here, to be fair, so it's not necessarily the Primogen Council room. In any case, the double doors, the wooden oaken double doors open up to Loden's office. And in there you see this, there's this fellow sitting there who looks like the image on your Roll20, Chase. And Loden looks up to you all. Now, Chase, you've just been given a bit of a briefing. We haven't had time to go into it too much, but
there's no image on Roll20.
There's no image on Roll20.
I saw it, but that's
see it.
because it was on my character.
Oh wait,
sheet
I know
thing.
what to do. I know what to do.
Show the
Just saying.
players. Oh, there we go.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Gotcha.
I know what to do. All right. How many times have you heard that in a movie? Every time you hear the words, I know what to do in a movie, you have to cut yourself. Soon,
Okay.
Extreme.
soon,
Yeah.
soon your entire body will be covered in cliches. All right. So you go into the prince's chamber. This guy's sitting there. You can see his picture now, I hope.
Yeah, yeah.
And the prince looks up to you as you come in. I see. So you are going to be working with these two, he says to you, Chase. Unfortunately, your new friend has been requisitioned by Archon Terrace for a different job. His specialties are very specific. This fellow, however, has knowledge of the Sabbat and has been undercover with them in the past. This is Chase Hamilton. He is a specialist in, what is it that you said? Helicopters, something like that. Barry, you're on mute.
Yes, my prince. I have some knowledge of helicopters through the years.
Excellent. Well, we might have various uses for that. I myself have requisitioned a helicopter of my own, and at some point might be looking for a specific pilot. We shall see. I'm not sure if a vampire pilot is appropriate, but nonetheless. In any case, Mr. Hamilton will be working with the two of you here on in. Now you have come here to report, I assume.
Yes.
Very good.
Yep. Koji's had a computer. I don't know where he's put it.
Yes, it is in the other room, I suspect.
Yes. I don't know how to go through that. But I'm sure your people will be able to handle that.
Secure Corp has specialists for this type of work.
So when we went to Gus's apartment, we found a Vojt.
Describe this creature, or describe this Vojt to me.
Lawrence, you'll need to do that.
8 legs, 8 arms, 4 heads,
Sounds
melded
like
together.
some kind of spider.
It certainly wasn't moving like one.
When you say it had all of these limbs, you're saying that you say it was melded together from what?
From each other, like they're fused in some way.
Humans, then.
As far as I could tell.
It was not a vampire. It was some kind of construct you're describing.
Correct. They weren't vampires melded together. They were humans.
I see. I suspect that would be difficult, but who knows with these Sabbat? They have all sorts of strange powers. We've not truly encountered much of them. Very good. What else did you discover? Any news? Any particular line of investigation that can be followed?
I mean, we were attacked by gangs, but I don't know if that's going to help in any way. You know, yeah, I don't know.
I see. So perhaps then,
This is not my area of expertise.
well,
Other than the computer, we couldn't pull much from the apartment.
I shall
Yeah.
see whether the police can identify the bodies of any of the gang members. If we can get some positive hits from that, then perhaps we can track down the leaders of these gangs and you can investigate with them.
Yes, of the gang members we fought, the ones that I was able to detect were ghouls, not vampires.
This is excellent work. Excellent work. This is a strong lead. Very good. Very good. I think it might be possible that we have 1 or 2 in custody.
Well,
That's good news.
yeah.
We shall see.
Hmm.
In any case, I think that for now, you should get to know your new team member and take the night to yourselves. This is an
Okay.
opportunity for you to rest, I think. Whilst I have the police and my other resources put to work, finding better and more leads for you to follow.
Very
Sounds
well.
like a good idea.
Very well then. Thank you for your time. Your work has been most excellent and useful. Good night then.
Good night.
Good night.
Bow and duck out.
Very good. Okay, so you find yourselves wandering back to the elevators and you get in, and now the 3 of you are in the elevator alone. Well, there's a security guard, so not quite alone.
So Chase, that's Chase, right?
Absolutely. You got it.
Well, I'm Belladonna. I go by Bells.
Nice to meet you, Belle. And you,
And this is
Axel?
Lawrence.
Lawrence. Pleasure to
Or
meet
decided to have a chicken nugget at the wrong time.
you.
As it goes.
Shouldn't be eating human
Lawrence.
food, Lawrence.
Lawrence Harrington.
Lawrence Harrington. Chase Hamilton. That's
So
me.
I'm a
Nice to meet you.
I'm a clan Gangrel.
Tremere.
Uh-huh.
And yourself?
Mel Cab.
Very good.
So you knew the Cochise from before?
Only in passing.
Okay.
Only in passing.
I imagine you're replacing him. It was very quick.
Yeah, that's why I might seem like a little bit a duck out of water. But, I'm sure you two are very capable, huh?
I look at Lawrence.
We haven't known each other very long, but we've somehow managed to come out of more scrapes than I would have liked.
Ah, so you get into a lot of them then, dear?
Hopefully not too many.
No, no. Well, at least you haven't spent too much time near the Sabbat.
Only the one meeting, in fact.
What do you mean, one meeting?
We were investigating the Drake Hotel, and their leader captured us and tried to interrogate us, let us run before Loden blew the place up.
And he let you go?
It was to be some sort of sick hunt, chase us down. Just as we were leaving, we were out of the area before we realized that the place was being attacked. Loden was, I imagine, getting revenge for his child.
Oh, so you were right in the middle of the crap, literally.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So, are you sure this guy died?
No.
No.
In my opinion, I doubt that he died there.
No. Loden reported that people were seen leaving the building before the explosions. Rumors.
If I was you two, I'd consider that I had a target on my back. Because he'll be
Yep.
back. For
Most
you
likely.
two. Okay.
The elevator
Okay.
gets to the floor and the doors open.
After
Goodbye.
you.
Goodbye, security guard guy.
He nods.
I'll have to find out your name next time.
Frankie,
Oh, Bella. Bells.
I'll remember you, Bells.
I'll remember you too, Frankie.
Okay.
I
Good luck.
just spin around and
Drive carefully.
Always do. I don't have any drive skill. So.
Okay. Excellent.
Drive
Yeah.
5 miles under the speed limit all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Drive like a grandma all the time.
Why don't
Right.
we find a place where we can get to know each other? And
Sure.
you can bring me up to speed.
God, I don't know if there's much to catch up on, to be honest.
Okay.
You pretty much know it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so what I heard is, huh?
Yeah. We haven't been together for too long.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm sure you're far better at things than you think you are. So let's go and find a place. Any recommendations? I'm kind of like new in town.
There's a Burger King nearby.
Go hang out in the parking lot.
So yeah, you're in the parking lot of the Sears Tower building right now, underground. Are you getting in a vehicle or what's the deal?
Lawrence was slowly heading towards Vincenzi before
Okay.
Chase spoke up.
Okay, so Vincenzi's car, you see him parked next to the Sears Tower, I assume. Is that kind of what you had in mind? Across the street, maybe?
Oh,
Or was he
not.
in the
I'm pretty sure
parking
it
lot?
was. Yeah, pretty sure it was down in the underground.
Okay. Okay, so
Maybe-
Vincenzi's standing by the car smoking a cigarette. He looks up at you guys as you're coming towards him.
I brought my van.
Hey, Lawrence. Man, you got a new friend, huh?
Chase, do you have a vehicle of your own?
Chase, do
Um,
you have a vehicle of your own?
Yeah,
Not sure that you do, because you're pretty new here and you kind of came here under extenuating circumstances.
yeah. As much as I'd like to say I have one, no, it's like I'm a little bit low on my luck.
I can offer you a ride if you need to go anywhere.
Look, either one I'd appreciate.
Where should we go? Like,
You
I don't
guys
know, a
know the
vampire
city.
bar or something. Or
Hey, I'm Vincenzi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Vincenzi, sir.
do you have any ideas for places to hang out, Vincenzi?
Sure. What kind of place are you looking for? Like, you just want to hang out, the three of you guys?
Well, I
Chat?
wouldn't mind getting something to eat.
Well, when you say something to eat, you're not talking about fries and a milkshake, I assume.
No.
No.
Okay, so what kind of, you want something to eat? You want to go to a nightclub or something like that?
It's a bit of a cliche, but sure.
There's a few places open at this time of night around the loop. I mean, and there's a couple of bars and places like that as well. Video
Well,
game arcades, they're open all fucking night. You know, if you want to pick up young kids.
Technically, it's cliche because Blade's been out for a year now at this point.
Blade, right?
Do I know Horace?
Horace Turnbull. He can be your contact. He is one of two people that you might know besides Bobby. You know Bobby and you know Horace.
Okay.
And now you know Loden as well.
Okay.
And now you know these two. I'm
Okay.
Vincenzi.
Yay. I know a place we can go, but I've never been to it before. I've only got the address.
Oh yeah, what is it? Whereabouts?
Here it is. Here.
Oh, that's in the loop. That's not far from here. That's like a block away. Maybe 2 blocks.
What is this place?
It's called the Cave. It's a bar.
The cave.
I've never been in
okay.
there, but
How did you hear about this address?
Yeah, there's a gentleman that owns a place called Horace. He's a Melcav, like me.
Ah.
And it was recommended to me from a friend, a trusted friend.
Genzi turns around to you, Lawrence, and he sort of looks at you when he says Malcav. Genzi looks over at you like kind of questioning.
I'll just nod and say it's a safe place for us.
Okay, let's go. You guys want to get in the same car? You want to get in my car?
I'll take
big
my
enough.
van.
Okay, sure.
It's just because I have it here, you know.
Yeah, well, just remember, you know, you're going to be paying for parking everywhere you go. You know, you could leave your van here, park here, pay. You don't even have to pay here. Apparently, you guys have got tickets, you know, like free passes to park here.
Okay, you're right.
I'm just saying. I can drop you off here anytime. Well, you can catch the subway. You know, that's the other option.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you to do, and that's to play something mellow and from the 70s or something, maybe late 60s.
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you. Excellent.
We're gonna be in the car for 2 minutes.
That's true. We're gonna get through like one song. We're gonna spend more time finding the track.
I doubt we'll get through one song.
That's okay.
We can just sit and wait till the song is ended.
You get in the car and it starts the car up and girl, ding, 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 ding,
You'll be a woman soon.
Does that work for you?
Sure.
Okay. So you start driving and you're halfway through the song before he stops the car and starts parking.
Okay.
All right.
I sit and wait for it to finish and then I'll hop out. It's all about the music, baby. You know.
Yeah, I can see that. I get it. You know, yeah. So you're kind of like you into all that hippie shit, right?
Ooh.
She's
Yeah.
probably older than you are, Vincenzi.
Well, I'm just curious. I mean, I'm not judging. My daughter was a hippie. You know, she got.
No,
into that
I
stuff.
mean she lived it. She's probably older than you are.
That was my sister. She was heavy.
About 44-ish, maybe. I can't remember. I've stopped counting.
Well, you know what? You might be
wait.
younger than me, but we're about the same age.
For some reason, I was thinking the 70s, 70 years ago. So let's just ignore that conversation.
Right. Okay, so you get out of the car, you park the car. Vincenzi puts some money in the slot in the parking meter. So that's the door over there. You want me to come with you, or you want me to watch the car? What do you want me to do,
Come
Mr.
join
Harrington?
us. Lawrence, come on.
He's coming.
Okay, cool.
I was
cool.
just drinking my water. What does Chase look like?
So what does Chase look like? He apparently looks like that dude on his token.
That's the only.
Oh God, that's huge.
So he looks a bit like that.
Was that from?
He's an actor, isn't he, Barry? What's his name?
He looks like an actor.
He's
You're
dead
muted.
now, apparently. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you're dead.
His name is Robert Urich. He comes from a thing called Spencer for Hire.
There you go. Not
Spencer.
Spencer, not to be confused
The
with Spencer the
dispenser.
dispenser. We've
Yeah.
heard stories about that guy. Okay, so Chase, yeah. What are you wearing, Chase? Are you in a suit or what?
What it is.
I am in a.
For some reason I'm seeing like a blue suit, pastel or something, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. He's wearing a suit because he went to see a prince.
Right. That makes
You know,
sense. Like
and some
white
boots.
shirt,
Night,
boots.
night
suit.
boots. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Pastel blue suit. All right, Vincenzi, he says to you, Lawrence, hey, quick question before we go in there. Are we expecting any trouble or anything? You want me to bring the 44 or anything? I gotta.
Oh, this is a safe haven. If the bar is owned by one of us, it'll be fine.
Do you want me to carry anyway?
If you feel more protected having it on you, sure.
I'm just going to say for now, okay, to you, Lawrence. I'm going to be carrying all the time unless you tell me not to. Okay, so you just
That will probably help.
All right.
So that's good.
Okay.
If Vincenzi looks, because he obviously would notice, I am carrying a Glock.
I was going to say, what term are you in? He's carrying. Making
No.
fertility jokes. Now.
No.
Go away.
Okay. All right. So you go into the hallway that leads down into the cave. There's a big sign out the front that says the cave. And there's stairs that go down about 3 floors. It's a really long set of stairs. And all the way down the corridor that goes down this narrow flight of stairs, there are these door knockers on the walls, different doorknobs and door knockers. And in fact, some of them are in actual doors that have been put against the wall, like for decoration. So there's this large variety of all these different types of door knockers. They're all kind of antique and interesting. Until you get to the ground floor. The ground floor, it's underground, the actual bar. You step out and it's kind of dim. And to your left, there's an archway with a small room with some pool tables. To your right, there's another archway with some people sitting around in booths. In the main square section in front of you, there's a bunch of tables and there's a bar. And at the bar, there is a fellow with blonde, sandy hair in a suit sitting there playing chess with himself.
He's the only person in here.
At this time of night, actually, no, there's a few people in here. There's a few people, but mostly there's nobody much at the bar. There's a man and a woman sitting at the bar on the other end of the bar, laughing and giggling and drinking cocktails. And there's a bartender behind the bar as well.
All right. Well, I'll try and auspex the dude on playing chess.
Okay, you can make an auspex check, please.
Ooh, 2 successes.
He is a vampire, and he's conflicted.
Rightio.
He looks up at you as you all come in, the three of you. He looks around and he smiles, kind of, he seems a little introverted. He looks back at his chessboard and turns around one of the chess pieces and he moves it tentatively, and then he doesn't place it down, he puts it back. He looks up at you guys again. Good evening.
Evening. Are
Can I-
you Horace Turnbull?
Yes, I am. I'm Mr. Turnbull. Are you here on business?
My name is Chase Hamilton. You were recommended to me as a place to go by a friend. I've just
Oh,
come into town.
I see. Well, certainly, please come in, make yourselves comfortable. Yes, I'm Horace Turnbull. This is my establishment. And who might you two be?
I'm Belladonna Rivers.
So nice to meet you, Miss Rivers.
Nice to meet you too.
Lawrence Harrington.
And
How do you do?
Vincenzi. Yes, thank you. Very pleased to meet you, Mr. Harrington, Vincenzi. Yes, well, do come in, take a seat. Is there anything I can get you? I don't serve anything per se that you might be interested in, I suppose. I like to keep this bar pretty clean. But
Genzi, do you need anything?
yeah, sure. I'll just get a whiskey on the rocks. Thanks.
Sure.
I'll get it. I'll go and talk to the bartender. He wanders off to do that. Horace turns to you guys. So, Mr. What did you say, Mr. Hamilton? Did you looking for something in particular? Somebody recommended us to you, so you came here for a reason.
Still muted, Barry.
What was his name again?
This guy,
Oh, the other guy. The guy
Oh.
that
Bobby.
Bobby
Oh,
recommended me. I'm new in the city, and he said you would be a good contact for.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Well, Mr. Weatherbottom he does come here from time to time. But I can't say I know him especially well, but I appreciate that he's sent you this way. You are, I'm assuming, he looks at the three of you kind of intently. I see that you are all members of our society. Well, that's
Yes.
interesting. Well, as a service to our society, I like to offer this place as a place of refuge and storage. In fact, if you need anything, if you need to stay somewhere overnight, if you need somewhere to go in an emergency, you can always come here, and I can find you a box to sleep in, or
Aw,
something like that if required. We have a storage room here.
it's really kind of you.
Well, we try to help each other in these dark times. Things can get difficult.
Is Horace Malkavian?
How would you know?
Player is assuming
Ooh.
because Barry, I think, talked about it. I don't know. I can ask in character if you want me to.
Yeah, I think you should.
Which clan do you belong to, Horace?
Oh, House Mulcav.
So, I am Tremere.
I see. Well, perhaps we shouldn't judge each other.
I'm Gangrel. Yay!
Oh, your friend. You must be aware of Archon Tyrus, then, I suppose.
Of course I am. Love that guy.
I also am a great friend of Archon Tyrus. He comes
Hmm.
here frequently. We play chess. He is very good.
Aw.
He is, between you and me, he's one of the best players I know.
Really?
Yeah. And his friend Antheus is even better. Those two play.
I'm learning a bit more about them. This is shocking information.
If you will excuse me, I'll just leave you alone to yourselves for a minute. I need to attend to something. And he gets up and leaves as Russell, the DM, goes and powders his nose.
Yep. Go get your cocaine fix.
Does a lot of nose powdering, doesn't he?
It's a lot of cocaine.
What was Horace's last name again?
Turnbull?
Turnbull.
Yep.
These are like legit characters, by the way.
Owner of the, what was it
Like
called? The
canon.
Spot.
The what?
What was the club name?
The cave. Okay, the cave. Pretty sure it's the cave.
Just writing it down.
Definitely the cave.
Yep.
It's like pushing that button. Driving me crazy.
Yes.
Oh,
I hope Leica can help you out with your sit up. Because you're like, if you could get your camera to be like on the screen you look at or something. Like, I don't know what kind of camera you have, but
no, I'm deliberately trying to hide away because I'm eating.
right. Well, yeah. I mean, in this case, it makes sense. Yeah.
Because of my cerebral palsy, I find it hard to stay in one place.
Right, yeah.
It's part of the condition, sadly. But
Mm.
I'm getting there. I'm getting.
It's good. It's good to like, tutu and do things.
What have I missed?
Hello.
Welcome. Yes.
Welcome.
Set out like really long D&M while you were gone and you missed it all.
Damn it. What happened? I'm so excited. I have to watch the video back now.
It's too late now. Your
Oh,
character
man.
backstory reveals and everything. You missed it.
God damn it. Oh well. Well, at that point, you guys hear some noises coming from the hallway that leads up to the surface. Outside on the street, you hear some clattering on the stairs. If you're interested, you can
Yes.
turn around and see a trio of jocks and their bimbo girlfriends come sort of bouncing in, stumbling in, more to the point. They're clearly quite drunk. These 6 individuals, they kind of look around and they're like laughing and joking and leaning on each other, and they kind of sort of stumble over towards the bar.
Interesting.
Or it says, feel free to take care of them if you want.
I'd love to. Oh, don't have any like awe skills, but I will just walk over to them.
They turn around. Hey, who are you?
Hi, I'm Bells.
Do you work here? We want a table for 6, and we want to get some drinks, and we want fries. Do you want fries? I want fries.
That's great. I don't work here. I mean, does it look
Oh.
like I work here?
What are you talking to us?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's nice. I'm
Mhm.
Fred, and this is Tom. This is Lucy and Sarah, Maria, and Jack.
Well, are you guys all dating? What?
Yeah, we went to a party up on South Side, but it got a bit heated, and we left. We didn't like, yeah. So we've been going to some bars and stuff, and now we're here.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time for me too.
Come on, Tom. Don't talk to that girl. We don't know who she is. She seems a bit weird to me. She's fine. She's fine. She's great. Look at her. She's fine. And
Is
one of
it
the girls like,
eye thing?
"You've got
or
such
the-
amazing skin. What did you say your name was?"
I'm Bells.
Hi, pals. I'm Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Are you like partying? You want
Oh,
to party
yeah.
with us?
I'd love to party with you. Hey,
Are these your friends? Why don't they come and party with us?
hey, do you guys want to party? Lawrence?
Um,
Chase?
Vincenzi sort of shuffles from one foot to the other.
Vincenzi. Oh. You king, Vincenzi?
Yeah, sure. I'll party with you if that's what you want.
Do you need me to come along, Bells?
Are you not interested?
I'm okay.
I think he's offering you some help.
Thanks, Vincenzi.
If you want to help, that'd be great. Thank you.
I can come along if you want me to.
Sure. Well,
What about you,
It's up to
Chase? Are you gonna party with these guys?
Well, I've got nothing better to do this evening.
I'm gonna hug.
Partying.
I'm gonna just like put my arm around the girl that was just talking to me.
Sarah. Okay.
Sarah.
She
Okay.
says, you know what I've got? And she pulls out this little bag full of white powder. Because we can have some of this, you and me.
I like this idea.
And she says, and I think we should do it over there.
Okay, let's go.
She
Yep.
points through the archway to where the booths are. Okay. The three Chads at the same time decide they want to play pool with one of the girls, Lucy. So Lucy and the three Chads go off through to the other archway. So you guys go through to this booth. I'm assuming the three of you follow.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, and you sit down at this booth, and she takes out this bag and starts pouring a line out onto the table. She goes, who wants to go first?
I think you should go first.
Okay.
Ready? Show me how it's done. Wow. Oh God. I'm just
Jesus.
gonna go in, not do the whole nuzzle the neck thing, and then just take from her. Take
Okay.
it.
You take it. You take it.
Get
The blood.
straight in there
Yeah.
while she's
Straight.
conscious.
No fucking around with.
No fucking around.
Alright.
I'm a gangrel.
Okay.
I'm like a wolf.
Right.
So
Right. So
if I'm
do
hungry, I want food.
so you make a self-control check. The remainder of your humanity versus 10 is your difficulty rating.
I'm gonna kill her. Jesus.
What's your humanity? Well, you
Oh,
don't have to tell me, but
My humanity is 8.
okay, so difficulty is 2, easy.
Okay. Awesome. 4.
4 successes, no problem. Okay, no worries. How much are you going to drink?
I think I will take. I could knock her out. That would make things easy. I'm gonna knock her out. Yeah, we'll go 4.
Okay, so you take 4 blood points, and she goes to have a little nap on the table.
So 8 is dead, 4 is unconscious. I guess I could top up. I'll just quietly just like
Anything
take
above
her arm.
5 is probably hospitalizes her.
Oh, really? Okay.
Sorry,
I
that was
mean,
pretty
do we care?
quick.
You've just gone straight for it. So
Well, look, there's one thing I'm going to remind you of, and you all should be cognizant of this because I've made this mistake with player characters before. And Charlie, you will empathize very much, I suspect. But let me just get you something in particular that you are all aware of.
humanity.
Nope. No, this is very specific. Oh my God, why is it not coming up?
That's a mercy thing.
No, this is something
Okay.
else. This is something else.
Rotstrack. She's actually a firebomb.
Ah!
One moment, please.
Oh, is it the drug thing?
Nope.
No. Okay. Well,
Okay, this is going to go into
I mean,
chat.
she is under the influence.
because she was.
I'm going to put this in chat, but I'm also going to read it out to you guys because go paste, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Here we go.
No.
Done. Now you are all aware of the stuff.
Oh yes, yes.
What?
Loden's laws.
Oh yeah.
So you're all aware of Loden's laws, and Barry, your character has you've just been told about them.
Okay.
Okay, so you're very cognizant of.
It's only pasted the first 3.
Oh, really?
Two and
Only
a half.
Oh, okay. So I'll grab from 2 to 5 again.
I thought you've already read this.
I have.
Oh, Lawrence.
I did, but that was a while ago when I killed the cop.
Let's try again.
Cops.
Let's try again.
You were so
Paste.
keen on killing those cops the other night.
Me.
So keen. seemed like an issue with you.
And actually, no, I was really like, it's fine. We can. I was trying
Doesn't
to.
mean we have to.
I thought they were going to kill us. It was just self-defense.
Wow, spelling errors in the text.
Yeah.
And they published that. Fuck. Okay, so very briefly going over this for you, Barry. I know you know these from years ago, but here we go again. I have but 5 laws in my city. As long as you obey them strictly, I shall not harm you or allow others to do so. 1, none in my city shall kill and leave behind evidence of their feasting. If your slaying shall cause an investigation among the police or worse among the press, then I shall track you down and extinguish you. Or if others speak for you, exile you. You must lick all wounds and dispose of all of those you kill. So dispose of
probably
all
lick
of
the
those
wounds then.
that you kill, right? I hold the full tradition in strong regard and do not take violations of the masquerade lightly. Also, I think that he's mixed up his traditions in this case as well. Do not harm the travelers to the city, for its wealth is based upon its being the center of commerce. So don't leave evidence of your feast. Do not test me, etc. Have nothing to do with those among the press. They're to be ignored. Do not attempt to create contacts or retainers among the police. They are my domain. Keep the sanctity of Elysium. Blah, blah, blah. The pretty straightforward Elysium rules. Do not hold commerce with my enemies or those who seek to usurp my rightful authority. I shall repay treachery with treachery, etc. Okay, so the poignant things here are don't go around killing people and starting investigations.
Well, with Lawrence knowing that,
Yeah.
Joe not remembering, then I won't touch the fucking girl.
Okay.
I'm fine.
The other thing too, that it clearly says that you don't start an investigation among the police, but also dispose of your bodies. So it doesn't mean you can't kill people. It just means that you don't want to be starting investigations.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, I'm at 13, 12. I'm at 12 blood points. I'll be fine.
Okay.
We can literally go get one of the other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So
I still could do with a bit more drink. Although she was delicious.
Sarah is having.
Barry, you're unmuted. If you're.
I can mute you if you like. Here we go. It's done.
Yeah, we don't need eating ambiance.
Eating ambiance.
Eating ASMR.
Well, unless it's like.
Unless it's right up to the microphone.
Yeah, right. You've got blood sucking noises. That's okay. Snorting coke noises. That's okay.
Yeah. So with those laws in Lawrence's head, remembering them, he'll just sit there and watch and do nothing.
All right. Fair enough. Vincenzi just sort of stands again, leaning against the archway, looking around, keeping an eye on things.
I'm gonna hop out and go grab another one.
Okay.
Does Vincenzi seem spooked or just like onto it and just keeping an eye out?
He looks like he's getting. He's a little bit spooked, but he's not totally uncomfortable. He's kind of like, you can see he's working. Wow, he just rolled 3 10s and an 8 for self-control. So he's pretty good. Yeah, he seems to be onto it.
Okay, cool.
You coming, Lawrence? Or not?
You're just leaving the girl here unconscious.
Sure, should be fine. It's a safe location. Yeah.
Chase, you're probably actually somewhat hungry at this point, to be fair. Although you did go and visit the prince, so maybe you were full before you went to the prince. It would make sense. You don't go visiting the prince on an empty stomach.
No.
You don't want to be fucking frenzying in front of the Primitive Council.
No, that would be very unhappy.
It would be very likely to be an unpleasant circumstance. So perhaps you're full. Makes sense.
Are you are you bringing the next victim over here?
Oh, I think this time I'm just going to. Who are my options now?
Okay, so you've got Tom, Jack. Who did we say? Sarah was having a nap. Lucy. I should write these names down. Really, I'm trying to
Tom,
keep
Dick, and
Tom,
Harry.
Dick, and Harry.
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 Yeah, Lawrence's.
But buddy, no, I'm kidding.
Jack,
But body.
Body.
Right. Yeah.
Body.
Hmm.
Tom, Jack, Sarah, Lucy, Marie. That leaves one name I've forgotten. Tom, Jack.
not very good at remembering people's names.
It can be Brad.
Brad.
Yeah, Brad. That's a Chad name. Could have just been Chad, but okay.
Well,
so,
I'm
yeah.
gonna find someone that is a little bit distanced. I
Mhm.
suppose. I don't know if they're playing pool. One might be leaning against the wall.
Yep, for sure. Yep, Tom's leaning back against the wall.
Hmm.
Jack was the suspicious one.
Right. So
and
Tom it is.
Jack's sitting there drinking his beer from
Hmm.
a glass. Okay, so you go over to Tom.
Yeah,
Tom's
hi.
leaning. Hey, how'd it go with Sarah?
Oh my god. I'm
Yeah,
freaking high.
take that, motherfucker.
Hey, good job. I'm going to nuzzle up to him and take some right in front of the others.
As you're going to nuzzle up to him, Marie, his girlfriend, sort of intercepts you. And she's
Oh.
like, "Hey, get your hands off him!
I'll
What the hell do you think you're doing?"
I'll walk up behind her and place a hand on her shoulder and then try and pull some domination bullshit to distract her.
All right, so what are you gonna say to her?
Bullshittery.
What are you gonna say, Joe?
Gosh, okay. I'll Lawrence will look at her
Mhm.
and put on a smoldering face and just use dominate and say, don't worry about them. Focus on me. And then
Okay.
sort of pull back towards the wall a little bit, trying to tug on her shoulder.
And which dominate power are you using?
What do you mean?
It would be mesmerize.
Yeah, mesmerize. Sorry.
Mesmerize.
I used a lot of words, so not a single word.
Not one of them was mesmerize.
So
all right, so roll your mesmerize check, please.
Difficulty is willpower of target.
All right, and difficulty of the willpower of the target. The target is somewhat drunk, so the willpower is a little bit lowered. So difficulty is 5.
Okie Try and pull some classic vampire seduction tactics.
Classic.
Love to see it from Lawrence. Wow.
Oh!
Wow.
She seems to be. She looks
Okay.
around for a minute, and she's just kind of unconsciously starts following you, like she can't help herself. Where are you taking her?
Is this pool table in the middle of the room, or is it close to a wall?
It's somewhat in the middle of the room because you have to walk around it. You know.
So okay, so just like kind of away from the pool table, away from the rest of the group, and then I'll just.
There are 3 pool tables in this space that you're in right now. The other 2 are empty, and there's a bunch of chairs, seats, like what do you call them? Stools.
Is there a booth nearby?
Yep.
All right. Is it? Are they high backed seats? Like I can hide.
Yeah, there's
Us
high
from
backed.
them?
There's a high backed booth there. I don't know if you'll be able to hide from the people playing pool so easily in this particular space. The space
Just
back
enough
where
that
Sarah
Lawrence
was would
can.
be.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll pull her over towards there.
Okay. All right. So, where are you, by the way, Chase?
Chase. Oh, no.
I have been observing everybody, and I've been watching my new watching them how they handle themselves and stuff like that.
Okay.
And minding my own business and starting a pool game of my own while I'm watching.
Okay. And who are you playing pool with?
Vincenzi.
Vincenzi. Yeah, Vincenzi.
Sure. Okay. All right. So you and Vincenzi have started playing pool. All right.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. So Lawrence, you go and take it to the side, to the other room, and you feed.
Yep.
So the remainder, the difference between your humanity and 10 is the difficulty rating for your self-control check.
Oh, there
So
it is.
you're just rolling.
Yes. So my. Where is it? Other 2. Boom, 5.
5 successes, no problem.
I'll just top up, go back to full 15.
Good. Okay. All right. And she's still quite wide awake then. And she, as you feed, she's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And meanwhile, while that's going on, Charlie, sorry, I got distracted with this whole thing. You're going in on Tom, right?
Yes, right in front of everyone. But obviously I'm hiding. I'm like hiding what I'm doing. I'm just like snuggling up to him.
Right.
Yeah.
So Brad is kind of laughing at this. Marie has left the room. That leaves Tom, who's obviously going through this. Jack is sitting to the side with Lucy, and he and Lucy are kind of watching this, looking a little bit disturbed. Like they don't look happy about the fact that their friend is basically just violating etiquette. So when you snuggle up to Tom, I'm assuming you're actually feeding on him.
Yeah.
Right there in front of them.
Yep. I'm also like trying to make it appear as if I'm seducing him, and
So
also I'm not paying attention to anyone else.
you're going to make a charisma and performance check.
Great. Because this will go well.
Always does.
Nope.
Oh. Okay. At that point, then, Lucy stands up and she goes, "I can't stand this. What's going on?" And Jack gets up with her. "Lucy, that's okay. Don't interfere." And she's like, "That woman's doing something to him. I can tell. I saw something, and she's got fangs or something." She starts walking over to you like she's gonna.
I'm gonna lick that wound, and then
You lick that wound. Okay, Tom. How many blood points have you taken from Tom at this point?
I think I'll take 3.
3 blood points. Okay.
Yeah.
So before you lick that wound, you're going to make your usual self-control check. Just
sure, be fine. If this is a frenzy check, I get another bonus anyway. So
awesome.
Oh, so what was that again? 2. Is it 2 because of
the difference between your humanity and
right?
10.
So the difficulty is now 0.
Wow. So you automatically succeed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't worry
Humanity
about it.
went
I
up.
just won't worry about it.
When your blood pool gets to halfway, you start losing dice. But your blood pool is pretty high, so you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so you automatically succeed. You do not frenzy. She comes towards you. She's about to try and shove you. Do you want to sort of step out of the way, or are you going to let her push you?
I'll step out of the way.
And you've taken 3 blood points from Tom, right?
Yeah.
So let's see. He staggers backwards into the pool table.
Are you okay? God, you're so drunk.
What's going on? You're feeling a little tipsy too yourself, because you've not only that, you've been like drinking fucking drugged out Maria. Sarah, sorry.
Yeah, Sarah.
Yeah. Okay, so you're pretty fucked up yourself at this point.
Whew.
In fact, now that the effects of that are starting to wear on, you are at a dice penalty at least of 1.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm going to put that. I'll remember.
Keep it in mind. All right. Not Lawrence. Chase. Still playing pool with Chansey?
I'm enjoying my game and keeping an eye on things.
All this is going on in the background.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Very good. You see Horace still concentrating very hard on his chess moves over there. And Lucy slaps you, Belle, in the face.
Try it.
Okay.
Dodge.
So Dex and dodge.
Dex dodge. -1.
Yeah. I have a feeling you're going to succeed because I rolled some terrible dice.
I could be kind of shit at this too, but I doubt it. But
I
got 1.
Yeah, you step out of the way as she goes to slap you. What do you do?
What's wrong? Hey,
get your hands off my friends, man.
Okay.
just fuck off. Go away. You know, we didn't ask you to come here. You're interfering. And Jack stands up. He's like, just
You
calm
guys
down,
should-
man.
You guys should love everyone.
They're looking at you like, they look you up and down. Forget about her. She's some kind of hippie.
Hmm. If it works for me, why not?
I'm assuming that's how you're dressed, right?
Yeah.
Right. So the average person would look at you and go, hippie.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then they kind of back off and she's like, why are you dressed like that anyway? That whole fucking era is gone, man. It's the 90s.
I know that. I just really like it. It was a fun time, you know?
Yeah, well, we don't appreciate you interfering. Okay. Like these people are a couple, and you can't just come in here and just bully your way in and barge your way in and start like trying
Where
to get
did
with.
she go? I think she's okay with it.
They look around. Where did she go? And Jack gets up, being the paladin that he is, and goes off looking for her.
Did I
Have fun.
am I allowed to overfeed but not drink just to make her unconscious?
Yeah, you can burn that blood. You can just simply burn it straight into like strength or dex or something like that.
Okay. Sure. Well then, yeah, I'll just. Is it only physical use stats you can beef up?
Yeah. Unless you have a discipline that uses blood, like celerity, for example, you could use celerity for a moment. Just activate it.
Okay. Well, I'll just beef up strength so I can drink 4 points worth and make her unconscious, and then sort of like lean her against her friend as if they're sleeping on the table together
with their faces in the white powder.
Yeah, exactly. And wounds licked up so that no evidence.
No evidence. Okay, good. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Jack comes storming into the room. He looks up at
I'll just
you.
like have my hand on her back.
It's like, you need to get your hands off that girl now.
I was just making sure she was okay. She fell asleep.
She fell asleep? What the fuck?
See for yourself.
He puts his finger on the white powder. He goes, did you give this to these girls?
Oh, they brought it here themselves.
I think they've overdosed. We got to do something. He picks up one of the girls' heads and looks at her. Are you okay? Are you okay? Slaps her a few times and she's like, fuck, we got to call the ambulance.
Let me handle that for you, and I'll get up and head towards the bar as if to get the phone.
You need to just get out of here. Like, stop interfering, you people. Fuck, what's wrong with you all? He runs to the bartender himself, and he's like, can I help you? He's like, we got to call the ambulance. This girl's OD'd over there. For some reason, this guy reminds me of, what's that actor's name? Never mind. Have you guys seen Meet the Parents?
Maybe, but I don't know.
I can't remember.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Anyway, okay. Do continue. What are you doing?
Okay.
Bells.
I'm gonna leave them be now. I'm pretty
just
good.
find a different booth.
Owen Wilson. This guy he's Owen Wilson.
Okay. That's the movie you reference Owen Wilson with?
It was the last film I can think of that had Owen Wilson in it. I know, it's weird, isn't it? Shut up.
Yeah, well, I'll just stroll over and find a booth close to the pool game Chase and Vincenzi doing.
Okay. So who's winning, Chase and Vincenzi? Vincenzi's pretty good, but I have a feeling Chase is pretty good too. So do we need to roll dice or?
This is how I got through university and stuff.
Right. Okay. Chase Hamilton, you're gonna roll it. You're gonna roll some dice for me. They're gonna be dexterity, and I'm gonna call it athletics because that's the closest thing.
Is there like a jukebox in here?
There is a jukebox in here.
Well, I'm gonna go to the jukebox.
All right.
I'm a jukebox girl.
There's a jukebox. There's also some pinball machines.
So I'm not a jukebox girl, but I'm definitely a jukebox boy.
Okay.
I'm gonna play something appropriate. Like I did think up a few songs. that I would-
Afternoon Delight.
Season of the Witch.
Right.
Okay, I do like that song. I'm gonna play some of the Who.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pinball
Barry, you're currently beating the pants off Vincenzi.
Just say Pinball Wizard.
Yeah. It's a good song.
Pinball Wizard.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-mm. It's a pinball machine, it made sense.
Pinball.
Okay. So Barry, you beat Vincenzi at the first game. He's like, okay, let's reset. I'm just warming up.
Okay, Vincenzi. All right. Off you go.
Okay. All right, let's go. Well,
Let's go.
and he breaks the pack, and he sinks 4 balls.
Okay, cool.
Roll for pull.
Really good.
The problem, well, it's 4 successes. I don't know if it's 4 balls. He certainly gets one side. I guess he sinks 4 balls in a row, not all in the same pack, because otherwise they'd end up being of 2 different types, and that would suck and probably fail the game immediately. So Dex and Melee is what I'm using. No, not Dex and Melee. Dex and Firearms for this, I think. That's the skill for shooting pool.
I'm gonna play Pinball Wizard now. It's on my bloody. It's in my head.
Nice.
Okay. 2 successes. Vincenzi beats you this time.
Okay.
All right. You guys seem to be evenly matched. It's like, yep, Police Academy. We did the same thing.
Okay.
All right. So meanwhile, the Owen Wilson, aka Jack, Jack, is trying to get the phone off Horace Turnbull. Horace looks at him and he just goes, "Leave. Take your friends." And he kind of staggers back for a moment. He goes, "Hey, everybody, we got to get out of here. We got to get out of here." And he wanders over to his friends. We got to go. We got to go now. And he starts dragging them around. And he's like, "We got to get the girls out of here. The two of them are asleep." And the other guy's like, "Well, we got to carry them out of here. We'll see if we can get an ambulance or something on the street." He's like, "Oh, we got to get them to the car. Come on, who's driving?" I don't want to drive. I'm too drunk and the car's too far away. What are we gonna do? And they start, like, one of them picks up one of the girls and they slap the other one awake just enough to get her to walk. And they start trying to get up the stairs, and you can hear the clambering up the stairs, and it's painful. All right. What do you guys
Dancing
do?
in the jukebox. So
So you don't even care at this point.
yeah, I'm also really high and drunk. So
Right. Fair enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't care anyway.
Fair enough. Horace says, "Well, it looks like you took care of those guys."
To whom?
I guess he's talking to himself.
Oh, if he wants to talk to me, it's fine. I just
He's a Malkavian after all. Okay.
yeah, accurate.
So everything gets a bit quieter.
Mr. Turnbull,
Yes, sir.
I'm not very good, but I have been known to play chess.
Oh, so you know the pieces, you know the moves.
Yes, but don't look for anything startling.
Well, you'll have to wait a little while. I'm in the middle of an important match right now. Vincenzi looks at you. Chase. He's like, dude, he's playing with himself. What is he talking about?
Lots of chess players play with themselves, especially the good ones.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught playing with yourself.
I've never been caught playing with myself, Vincenzi. Not once.
Yeah, well, that's the trick. Don't get caught if you're gonna do it. Yeah.
Yeah, you want another game?
Sure.
Do you mind if I join you?
Oh, I think we should play doubles.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's great.
All right.
Okay, so
Come on, Lawrence.
you guys start playing pool in doubles.
Yeah.
Lawrence, are you
Sure.
into this? Yeah. Okay. And a little while later, after you've been playing for a little while, a couple of bikers come wandering in. And Lawrence looks up at them, and they come over to the table, and then they get a drink from the bar. Then they come over to your table and kind of watch you for a few minutes. Then they go and start up their own game, and then one of them heads over to Horace and has a conversation, and Horace takes them off to a back room.
None of my business.
Auspex them as they when they came in.
They
If I
look,
can.
if you can make a check. You can make a couple of checks. There's 4 of them. 5 successes.
And 1 and
No,
2
okay.
and 1.
Okay, cool. So they're all mortals.
Wait, what was?
Now, what I do want to say though is, from here on in, if you want to make an Auspex check, you can tell me: are you Auspexing the group or are you Auspexing one person? Okay.
I thought I had to do them individually.
I thought so too, but I've been thinking about how to cut down the time and the amount of dice rolling, and it occurs to me that if you make one check, you're making a blanket check. You can only learn one thing about 5 people.
Also, the difficulty is 8 on that.
That is also true.
Yeah. Learn your skills.
That's still one success, though, isn't it?
I'm just
Learn
leaving
your
it as
skills.
whatever the sheet's setting it to. That's all.
Mm.
Right,
Yeah.
that's 6. It's typically 6, but for Auspex it's 8. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's double check then. That's 3 successes.
3 successes.
And 1 success and 1 success and 1 success.
That's fine. Let's go with the
Changes nothing.
Right.
Change 1.
It doesn't
Throw
matter.
the book at you.
So from now on, 1 roll for a group.
Yeah, 1 roll for a group with the maximum number of successes as you have dice. Right. So if there's more people in the group than you have dice, then you can only have then each success represents 1 person. Right. And you can learn 1 thing about 1 person. Or you can sit there and Auspex every single individual.
Okay, gotcha.
Then you might learn 4 things about any given individual, but otherwise you might just need to know 1 thing. So if you just want to know if they're a vampire or human, you can do a mass check like that.
Can I mass check this group? They're all mortals, you said.
Yeah, they're all morsels. So mortals, yes.
They are morsels.
You're not going to learn anything more from a mass check.
That's fine. I think Lawrence is not worried about the emotion too much.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they go away, and or one of them goes away and comes back with a bag, and they finish their game of pool, and then they leave. And they nod to you as they go past.
Nod back.
Did they have a conversation with Horace before they went out the back, like to get us to request something by the look of it?
They have a brief conversation, but it's just cursory. It's just like, hey, how you doing? Yep, good. Should we do the thing? Yep, okay.
Okay.
Go. Have you got it? Yep, came in yesterday.
Okay. Do they look suspicious? Do they look like anything we'd need to be wary of?
Maybe. I don't know. They are what they are.
Okay.
You're asking questions.
Are they in the
about-
same clothes as the gang members we fought?
These look like bikers, so they're not entirely different. But they don't look like they're not bloods.
Okay.
You know those
Cool
guys.
beans.
I don't know if those guys were bikers, were they? Can't remember what I said. I do remember the word blood coming up in regards to those guys there.
Yeah.
Well-
I think they were gang members.
They were gang members, not bikers. They weren't biker gang members.
While Lawrence is waiting for his turn in pool, then he's going to text Ericto and just inquire about thaumaturgy.
Okay. Anything in particular, or is it just a general?
What we discussed stuff.
What we discussed stuff.
He wants to learn more.
From the
Yeah.
end of
Right.
last game. Did you forget already?
Yeah, I forgot already.
Oh, okay. On Discord.
Underscore. Let me have a quick look.
You could
Okay.
message him. Just catch him up.
Why?
Lazy. So lazy.
He's the DM. He's supposed to be the one doing the research.
Dude,
He has like 100 games.
I'm joking.
We do our parts as players
that's right.
to help the DM.
That's right. That's why we love you, Charlie. You can have an experience point.
Thank you. I'm taking it.
Oh,
Fight me, I'm taking
no,
it.
that's right. I didn't message it because we spoke on Zoom afterwards. So
so there you go. Okay,
let me reiterate then with there you go.
all right, here we go. Oh yeah. Okay, all right. Okay, so as far as that's concerned, did we decide whether or not you had already learned it or whether you were about
You
to
said
learn?
check a point in it and then do it in game.
Right. Okay. That's cool. I remember that. Okay. So she says, let's make an appointment. An appointment. So tonight, when you are done with whatever you're doing, return to the chantry and we shall talk.
Very well.
All right. Very good. Very good.
How are we doing with our pool game?
Oh, your pool game. Well, that's a good question. You each want to make a dex
I'll be
and
on-
firearms check because that's, as I say, that's the closest thing to
What about melee? Shouldn't it
melee.
be melee?
I don't
It's a
think so.
melee weapon. It's not a ranged weapon.
Yeah, but you're not whacking the ball. You're it's about trajectories.
But I'm not throwing the
It's about
cue.
yeah, but
Stop
it's about,
fighting the DM, Charlie.
right.
Actually, it's mainly
taking that-
because
That XP back off you now.
no, it's mainly because I'm bitter at it. Okay, sorry. Dex firearms.
Dex and firearms.
So okay. Oh, just the one.
Oh, before we start that shit, who's on
Oh.
what team? What are the teams here?
I'll be on Chase's team.
So you would Chase. Okay, so
Mm.
you and Chase are going to make a collective roll. So that's your Dex and firearms plus Chase's Dex and firearms together.
Well, I got one, so
So one success from you, and Chase.
I'm not firearms first, okay?
That's the stuff. Dex and
That was all my
firearms.
dicks.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Chase, no successes from you, mate.
At least I'm better than this
I
guy.
got two
So you got
successes, by the
two
way.
successes, and Vincenzi
Oh,
adds to that with another 3. So you
Oh,
guys,
suck it.
yeah, right. So Lawrence and Vincenzi cream you guys, like they
Aw.
smash you in that game.
You wanted to play.
now let's play with melee.
So Vincenzi says, "Let's
Skills
play for
scrap.
money. Let's start playing for money. How about we
Ah.
start taking bets on this?"
Mm.
I'd say let's play for drinks, but you know what? I'm not into that.
Lawrence will put
No, we're not
put a
into
50
that.
note on the table, I guess.
He puts
That's
a
the thing, right? A $50 note.
$50 note. Yeah.
Yeah, I can
British.
match that.
I can't match that. I need to save my money for my business.
Mm. Hang on,
What's
So-
wrong, Bells?
Somebody's talking to me. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. I have a business. A small business. I'm a
Really?
business owner. Yeah.
What doing? What doing?
It's a holistic medicine new age store.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah. I've
Very
got an
much-
employee to pay.
Very much needed in this day and age, I would say.
Maybe.
Have you got anything holistic so we can actually win the next game?
I mean, we could always swap the team around.
So you're leaving
So what?
me.
You join the winning team?
He looks at you and goes, "You're leaving me already." All right, I
Sneaky.
understand.
No, that's
I
fine. It's fine.
understand.
We'll go with this. We'll go with this. But I can't match $50. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Maybe if we make it a bit lower, guys.
Sure. Put a $10 note. Is that a no? That's not a thing. I don't. American
10
currency.
ones?
10 ones.
10 ones.
2
20
fives.
bucks. 20 bucks.
20
Let's do
bucks.
20 bucks.
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe do
You're muted,
20.
Russell.
Are you loaning money now?
No. We lowered the price.
Bowser's begging for the bet to be lowered.
Well,
I
yeah.
see.
I'm a
Okay.
small business owner.
All right.
Wasting money away like that is not really.
Hang on, says my character. If you're a small business owner, you probably earn more money than I do.
I don't know how much money you make.
Well, I just got into town, so
Right now, he doesn't make any money at all.
I don't make any
But
money.
do you have money?
I have money.
I'll
You
lower the
had-
bet to
had money.
$20.
I got 20 bucks. Vincenzi puts 20 bucks down.
I got
Right.
20 bucks,
Yep.
and I'll pay. You got 20 bucks. Okay, all right.
Who's going to break?
I'll break.
It's probably
I'll
your
break
turn.
Vincenzi. Right, here we go.
All right. So
Are we still on the same sides, or do we want to change?
this is your last chance.
Last chance. He looks at
I'm
your
fine.
He looks at Belle. Okay, Belle.
You're
Here
good.
we go. This
Okay.
time round. Here we go.
Okay. So, Barry, 4 successes for Chase.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Bella?
All right. I will roll. 2.
So we got to beat 6 successes of Vincenzi and Lawrence with Dex and 1 from Joe.
1.
Oh, so Vincenzi has to get 5 successes to beat you.
Okay.
It's close. He gets 3 successes.
Is
So-
this determining the whole game?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to make us roll every single round. It would be painful. And
I guess you
difficult.
guys win.
Yes.
That
We
takes-
did it.
I'm going to say, it takes half an hour though. You know,
Mm.
it's a 30-minute game or something to that effect.
Thank you very much. I'll put that towards my business.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just taking all the money.
No. Chase has his.
Bella, just out of curiosity, do you still got packs of tarot cards in your bag, or
It would have been that one, the fairy deck.
just the one, and you
Yeah,
gave
yeah.
it to Cochise, or did you get it back?
Sure, I got it back.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got it
I
back.
need more than just Cochise's opinion,
Right.
since he probably didn't have one.
He had an opinion, but he wasn't.
You didn't want to hear his opinion. All right. Very good.
Hmm.
Everything's gone quiet.
I
All right.
have
Well,
to cut it short there. I have some study to do.
sadly, I had to find me a home. Okay. Hey, I understand. No, that wasn't happening then, was it? Were they buying houses in Gary for $1 then? But you have to be a resident of Gary, don't you?
You do have to be a resident of Gary, and it's probably hasn't started yet. But that being said, all of that being said, Gary houses are cheap as chips because 1 in 3 houses is, in fact, 2 of 3 houses is empty. I think. So
Because
1 in
I
3
was
that hasn't.
hoping I could have a cash enough to get me a house and a place to live.
I don't think you've got that much money.
There's a hotel you can stay. Oh wait.
You got $40 now. Hey.
You're pretty broke. We didn't put any points in resources, so you're pretty broke. When you left, you lost everything. Have you told these
Okay.
guys anything about yourself at this point, just so that I know what I can and cannot disclose in front of them?
No, I haven't told them anything about myself because I haven't had the time. We were dealing with drug people, and then we played pool. And
Right.
You
Okay.
mentioned that I would have more money than him earlier.
Right.
That's what you said. So
Probably.
Yeah, came here to chat, figure each other out, and then just spent all the the whole time playing pool.
Right.
yeah,
something.
We can chat while we're playing pool.
Yeah, you can. You can. I mean, it's okay. So do you want to have a conversation? We're kind of cool. We kind of know where it's going. So
I actually don't know what I'm going to do in this place. But I'll figure it out. Me and Jimmy, we'll find a place, I suppose.
Jimmy? Who's Jimmy?
Oh, Jimmy's my retainer.
Oh, Vincenzi looks at you, Lawrence. Is that like what I'm doing? Same thing.
Do I know what it means by retainer?
I think you do. Yeah.
Ghoul?
Yep.
Okay.
Vincenzi, maybe I can introduce you to my retainer. Her name's Zora.
Zora. Okay. She sounds
She was
exotic.
from my yes, she's very exotic. She was from my era too. She aged a little bit more before I got a chance to find her. She's probably around 35-ish looking. Hasn't stopped aging. I'm mentioning that because, maybe you two could, meet each other and, have conversations about things.
Yeah,
But
sure. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'll meet people. I like to meet people. I'm a social kind of guy.
Okay. Give
right.
me your number.
Oh, well, yeah, sure. My number. Is that okay with you, Lawrence? Just let me
Actually,
check if it's okay
maybe
with Lawrence.
I could invite her here.
Sure. Yeah. If you want to do that.
I'll explain to Vincenzi what the coterie is, what this little group is, so he knows what he's a part of now.
You're doing that now?
Yeah, just a brief summary. We're a little group.
I'm gonna
blah,
send
blah,
a
blah.
text to Zora being like, "Hey, do you wanna catch up at the cave bar?"
Zora. Now, Zora works in your shop, right?
Yes,
She's a ghoul.
she is a ghoul.
She's a ghoul. Okay, so she doesn't need that much sleep. Otherwise, that could be a problem because it's like the middle of the night.
Yeah.
She texts you. She says, "I'm on my way."
Okay. Looking forward to see you.
How does Zora travel?
I suppose it's up to her.
Tell me some things about Zora that I can hook onto. You can either do it in chat or right now. Either way, I don't mind.
I'll probably just do it right now. So she used to be a groupie alongside Bells.
Okay. For a band?
Yeah, for multiple bands.
Okay.
We went our separate ways. I followed a different path, and I went hitchhiking. She went and continued with the groupie life.
Right.
But then a few years after I turned, probably around 10 or so, I found her again and made her my retainer then. She often has like a veil, just a nice white veil. Yeah, she's a really lovely person that is better at business than I am.
How does she, what's with the veil? Why does she wear a veil?
I think it's kind of a mystique thing.
Do you have any pictures? Can you Google me something?
Yeah. Okay, I do have a picture for her actually. It's gonna take me on a bit of a Pinterest trip. I think she would have her own car, like a small car or something like that. I'm wondering
whether the veil is religious or.
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, okay, I'll show you a picture and then you can decide whether you think that it could be a more of a spiritual thing.
Yeah. Makes sense. Given the nature of your work per se.
Yeah.
And so on.
If I can find her. Oh yeah. Here we go. Let's see if I can do this.
Share.
Hold on. Sorry, world. I'm looking up a picture. And then where are you?
You guys can keep talking in the background while this is going on.
It's in the chat. Hopefully.
In the Discord chat.
Yeah.
Discord. Okay, so
it's not the best picture either, but Pinterest, yeah, hit and miss. Actually, this one's better.
In the Discord chat?
Oh, sorry, the other chat, the Zoom chat.
Zoom chat. Okay.
Zoom chat,
mate. All right.
If that one doesn't work, then Dan.
Right. Zora is her name.
Yep, Zora of the Valley. I often like to use her entire name. Especially
Why
when
is she called
introducing it
of
to
the
people.
Valley? Is there a particular?
That's how she's always. That's what she's always
Charlie
been.
likes Legend of Zelda.
She's a hippie too, so Zora is an actual name, but
I get that much.
but yeah, she's a hippie, so it might have been a name that she came up with. Maybe she likes the Lily of the Valley. Her name is probably Zora. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
I've heard Lily of the Valley.
It's a flower.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
it's not a reference to Legend of Zelda.
No.
Okay.
Although,
Okay.
what a happy coincidence.
I got the picture. Okay. I had to open it in GIMP because it didn't have a file extension. That's weird.
Okay, did it work?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see it.
Sweet.
So this is the woman that's going to turn up. I'm going to just share it with the group if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
So they can see what she looks like when she gets here.
This is from a person's business, by the way. So if you ever feel interested, I could try and find the business.
So that's basically what she looks like. Can you see that, Barry? I don't know if I can
Enhance.
enhance.
Yes.
Enhance.
View. Okay, how's that?
It is gonna blur. Yeah, I really need to find a better picture. Oh, it's even blurry.
Yeah, but you get the gist.
Yeah.
It's enough of a. You get the gist of this. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
This is my dear friend, Zora the Valley.
Okay.
Yep.
That's fascinating. Okay.
Have fun playing her.
So let's say, she's actually she's a priestess in a local like a neo-pagan group
Oh, I like that.
that
That's
she
cool.
runs. Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool.
My store is called the High Priestess as well. So
Well, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Okay, there you
high
go.
is because of like marijuana and all that.
The high priestess.
Yeah.
Very clever. Okay. Okie dokie. Cool. Okay, so you've called her. She's on her way. What are you guys doing in the meantime while she's traveling? You're still talking about other stuff, getting to know each other, playing.
Sure. Yeah, so Phil Vincentian on the coterie.
Okay.
And that this little group is I guess his link to the hidden world.
Right. Okay, so you
Hidden
called
world.
this a coterie. That means group of like you guys, right?
Originally it was Jin, the first person you met.
Okay.
And myself and two others. Before me there was more, but complications.
Right.
Now it's me and Bells and this new person, Chase.
Right. So this coterie is kind of changed. So it's really just a new coterie, isn't it? Huh?
Pretty much.
Or is it kind of like a story of like, that there's this whole idea you take a car and eventually you replace all the parts. Is it still the same car?
The Argonaut, yes. I know what you mean.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
It's kind of up in the air what we are officially. Technically, officially, we're still the Chicago Queen Coterie.
So, okay, when you say officially, what does that mean in this particular case? Like, you got an organization or something here? Like, is there like a
officially according to the council?
Oh, you got a council. There's like a government here as well. I mean, are they controlling everything? Is this like when people wear like tinfoil hats? Is this what they're talking about? Are you guys the fucking aliens?
We're the aliens. Else, anything you wanna add to this conversation?
Wow. Okay.
I think you're doing a great job.
Everything is so much bigger than you would ever think, huh? And this must have been
Yeah.
going on throughout a whole of history as well. Oh my God.
All the way back to Cain.
Do you know your like duties or whatever? You
Me?
know, well, retainers they have certain tasks to do because we need to be asleep during the day.
Yeah,
and-
well, yeah.
Like, has he caught you up on all that?
I haven't discussed any of that with Vincenzo yet. I just
Well, there's
I don't know.
more. Okay, you better get talking then, because you want me to do stuff. You're gonna need to tell me what it is.
Well, I guess.
And give him money to do it.
I can afford it.
Money's good. Yeah, sure. Okay.
I work in real estate, so
Oh,
money's
really?
not exactly,
You're not in
an
short
object.
supply.
Money's an object. I get whatever that saying is.
Okay.
Good.
Well, I wish I had some of that object right now, but again, yeah.
You said you're Malkavian, right? People could give you things if you ask them nicely.
Oh, I'm
You know what I
aware
mean?
of that. I'm aware of that. I am aware of that. But yeah, I'm just like in a new city. Don't know much about it. Know exactly two people. One I've never only met just now, and one I met in other situations that I've been in. Yeah,
And us.
and now you guys.
Yeah.
And Vincenzi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
And I think
Malkavian. Are you familiar with Mr. and Mrs. Smith of Chicago?
No, I'm that new.
I see.
Who are they?
you've been here for 3 days, Barry.
That new. 3 days, roughly.
Some of the first Malkavians that I met, they operate out of the mental hospital.
They
That
do.
They do.
I
Yep.
suppose I should
else.
show up there then at some point. What's the name of this mental hospital?
DM?
It's the
The
Chicago
Kindred-
Kindred something. You can actually look it up. It's
Yeah.
You can actually Google it.
It's actually pretty close to my home, my business as well.
Ah, okay.
Being like the one and the same. So if you
Kindred
come
Chicago
visiting,
Central Hospital, also known as Lakeshore Hospital. Kindred Chicago Lakeshore Hospital. I think it's hilarious that it's called Kindred. That just spins my wheels.
that sigh.
And, my retainer's name is Jimmy. We've been friends since Vietnam.
You were in the war?
Yeah, I was in the war.
Do we get to meet him? Is he
Oh yeah.
around or?
Well, he's. We had enough money to get a room for tonight at a motel, but it's about it. He doesn't like meeting people very often because he's got a damaged face. He got burnt recently, and it doesn't matter to me, but it matters to him. So,
You don't want to heal it?
well, I'm not sure how to go
Too late for
about.
that.
It's too late for that. Too late for that.
So Prince Loden invites you to the city to assist with our investigation, and he didn't even set you up with any lodgings?
I don't think people like Prince Loden kind of set you up unless they're setting you up to set somebody else up to set somebody else up. But let's not say that out loud. But
I see.
I think he also wants to leave me out there and see what I can come up with.
Out of game, I think, yeah, that's part of it. That is that. But on the other side too, Barry, I don't think your character would have said, "Oh, by the way, I'm broke as fucking donkey right now."
And it doesn't look good for me to tell everybody I'm broke as fucking donkey. I've
Never
just
heard
made
that saying.
I just literally just made that phrase up, pulled it out of my ass.
Broker's donkey fuck.
That's not a phrase in real life. That's
good. I'll just use it anyway.
a
Babe.
Russellism.
Okay. So
It's
me
created
and
a meme.
Jimmy was we're still playing, eh?
Yep.
Jimmy was he's what you call a crew chief. He makes sure the helicopter goes. And he was a gunner too. Another gunner. And when we escaped from our little problem, sadly I had to make the... No, let's make it the helicopter got hit.
Oh, really?
Shall we? Yeah, got hit.
Okay.
Just broke our immersion so hard right now. Oh god.
So the helicopter got hit, and that's
He's a
how...
Malkavian. He can say anything he likes.
Yeah.
That's how...
He's talking to the DM in his head.
Yeah, that's all right. That's how Jimmy got in this present situation. But he's the best friend in the whole wide world. I've never seen a greater guy. So that's about it.
Lily
That's about
walks in.
me.
Sorry.
Sorry, Zora. What the fuck?
It's okay.
Lily of the Valley. Zora of
Gosh,
the Valley.
Russell,
Zora of the
All
Valley.
right.
sort it out.
How can you not remember all these NPCs?
I'm going to walk up to her,
She
take her
comes
by
in.
the arm. I know this isn't really your scene.
What are we doing here, Bells?
Oh, I was partying with a few of my friends. Oh,
Nice.
yeah, new friends.
New friends.
And I wanted to introduce you to them.
So I too will have new friends.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. I've also got the fairy tower here. Anyway.
Should bring Jimmy along and just have all our ghouls just go play in the pen, just like a play date.
Ghoul
Like a
kindergarten.
creche.
Okay, creche.
All right.
Look at
I'll
and the elders will be sitting in the Primogen Council going, look at the neonates putting their child, their ghouls in the creche. The creche inside a creche.
I will walk her over to the
Mhm.
others.
All right. Zora comes with you, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
So Zora approaches you in her white gown with her white veil holding it across her face. And she smiles. Well, she doesn't smile. You can't tell she smiles. Thing. Bloody blah.
I think our DM is Malkavian.
Absolutely. What else? What else could you be?
So this is Zora of the Valley, and I will go around and introduce them. So here we have Chase.
She nods to you, Chase.
Hello, pleasure to
Oh.
meet you.
She extends a slim hand with finely painted nails.
I shake her delicate little hand.
Just imagine it breaking right off.
Yeah,
With
that
a-
kind of hand, yeah. I get the
Her
feeling.
hand turns out to be not as delicate as you expected
Okay,
That's true, that's
because she's a
true.
ghoul and she's got potence.
yeah, okay.
This
Mhm.
is Lawrence Harrington.
Pleasure
Not
to
at
meet
her.
you, Zora.
And then we have Vincenzi.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Vincenzi. Yeah.
Vincenzi, he's kind of like in the same situation that you are in with me.
I see. Well,
But he is, yeah, we're still connected.
very well. It's so nice to meet you, Mr. Vincenzi. Hold on a second. I need to look something up. You guys talk among yourselves for a minute.
Role play amongst yourselves.
Role play amongst yourselves.
10 minutes.
Vincenzi and Zora have a little chat.
If we're still playing pool, Belle,
Yes, sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. I'm just seeing if their interactions are going okay.
It
Well,
seems to
you-
be.
Belle,
Okay.
you wouldn't be trying to match them up now, would you?
I might be.
Okay. Well, they look kind of cute from here. It just might work. It's a possibility. Anyway, now I'm gonna look at you instead of them and not make it obvious that I'm interested. So all right. Well,
Sorry, Lawrence.
but yeah, maybe right. We'll see. Hey, you want to make a tiny bit on the side? Just a
Hey.
tiny one. When I get money.
I bonk you on the head.
What was that for?
No, you're not betting on their relationship.
I'm a broke man. I need the money. I really do.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
Do I not look desperate to you?
You certainly do look desperate to me, yes.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. I can't look too desperate. I mean, this suit.
You could sell the suit.
Yeah, but it's the only suit I've got.
Oh, okay.
You know, when helicopters tend to burn up, they tend to take everything you've got with them.
Have you tried, maybe considering a loan or something?
Alone.
Yeah.
That's a point. I suppose I could get Jimmy to... You know, I should really ring up Jimmy. I feel bad about leaving him back at the motel. But I don't know... how far would the motel be, Russell, if you can...
I'm thinking it's not. It's a little bit out of the central loop because it's a motel, not a hotel.
Yeah.
Although it could be something like a more like a YMCA or something like that. If you want to.
Okay, yeah, that's better. That's better. YMCA. That's how hard up we are. Okay, I ring him at the YMCA.
Okay. He answers the phone. This is Jimmy speaking.
Jimmy,
Yep.
how would you like to come to a place called the Cage and meet some friends of mine?
Oh, the cave.
The what? The cage?
Oh no, not the cage. The cave. The cave.
Oh, you make it sound so enticing.
Yes, well, I've got some great friends you want to meet. You should meet.
Really?
You might be working with them.
Oh, I'm busy. I'm doing things. I got stuff to do here. I'm tinkering.
You haven't got a helicopter to tinker with.
Oh, yeah, but I got an idea for this gyro that I'm working on right now, and I'm thinking I can probably make this work just given a little bit of time, and we really need to get some money, boss, because this is not really feasible to go on like this.
I do realize that, Jimmy, old buddy.
The cave, you say? Where the fuck is that?
That's an ego, blah, 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 blah. And
There are a lot of people there. I don't like people. I don't want to go there if there's a lot of people.
There's not that many, but these people you might actually be working with, and their retainers. So
You talking about when you say working with, you mean you got a job?
yes, I have.
When I say that, Chase, I mean, like when I say, have you got a job? I mean, are we talking about a paid job? We're not talking like just a bunch of, stray cats that you just wandered in and you made friends with,
No. I'm working on a job, and I have to work with these people to prove myself first.
Okay. Well, all right. I guess I could come down and have a look at that.
Okay. See you soon.
Okay. I'll be there soon. Well, you better give me an address. I'm gonna need an address.
Okay, the address is.
Okay, I'll get a taxi, but honestly, Chase, this is the last few bucks I got. I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna be broke. I have nothing. After that, I'm gonna have to start selling your fucking dirty underwear or something. What the hell?
We've still got 2 left.
Dirty underwear?
200 idiots.
You got $200. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'll be down there. It better be a job then, Chase. Better be a job. All right. So,
guys, could you excuse me for a minute? I've got to talk to Horace.
That's fine.
Go over to Horace.
Sir.
Horace, I know you don't know me from Adam.
Well, that's not true. I don't know Adam at all, but I have met you.
Herein lies my problem.
Oh?
My retainer and I have no home, no money, and I need a job. And the only thing I know how to do is fly a helicopter at night.
Well, I have to tell you, sir, what was your name? Was Mr. Hamilton, wasn't it?
Yes, yes.
I don't have a lot of use for a helicopter pilot, but I know someone that might. You could talk to Tyler. She might have a job for you. But look, in the meantime, I can hold on a minute. He goes over to the bartender and looks around, and they open up the till. Takes out a wad of cash, counts it out. He walks over to you, goes, here's this is $1,000. Just take this. This is a gift from us. You can consider it whatever you like, but you don't owe us anything.
Horace, this is the kindest thing I've ever seen in my life. I can't take this from you.
Oh, of course you can. It's just money, and I don't run this place for the sake of making money. I run this place because it's a kind of a haven for kindred like yourself who come through here.
Thank you so much.
You're not the first person, and you won't be the last. And you do me one favor. You're going to pay it forward. Sometime in your life in the future, you're going to meet someone who's going to need something like this, and you're going to do the same thing, right? That's all I ask. You promise me that you pay this forward.
I'll give you my word. I will.
Yeah.
I'll pay it forward.
So you don't need to pay it back. Just pay it forward.
Any jobs you want me to do, even sweeping the floor at this place, I'll do it for you.
That's not necessary. There's people for that. You just take it and secure yourself. Make sure that you're secure and you're safe. Okay.
Thank you so much.
And tell you what you can do is you can play chess with me. Not now, but another time.
I will be glad to, sir, as many times as you like.
Very well. I'll give you a call, and you got a number?
Actually, our number is a motel at the moment, and we've just paid for one night.
Well, we better get you some phones and things. Maybe you could use that cash for get yourself some phones and some accommodation. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. And if you're really stuck, really stuck, and you got nowhere to go when it's daytime, you can come here, and I'll put you in a box.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'll remember this.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
No, don't mention it. Okay, so Lily's making friends with Vincenzi. Lily, Zora. Fuck,
yeah, I'm gonna play.
Stuck with it, Lily. What the fuck?
I'm gonna play "Tiny Dancer" by Elton John on the jukebox because I thought maybe it would help, but also it's really a great song.
Okay.
That Bells will probably be singing along to.
All right. So okay, very good. So you're singing and dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, what is Lawrence doing while this is happening?
I guess he's waiting for a moment till Bells is not distracting herself with everything else to just chat about the apartment block situation, just what happened.
Right, the business at hand. Right, so time goes past, all of these conversations happen, and eventually the song ends, and Belle, you turn to the group, I assume?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
or do you just keep playing songs? And does he need to interrupt you?
Maybe he should interrupt me, because I think I would be...
Between songs, perhaps?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lawrence is not going to interrupt.
Bells.
An hour goes past and you don't see an opportunity, but Jimmy does arrive. You see this burned-faced man come into the place with a hat on, his head lowered, a little bit of a limp, and he kind of shuffles through the room, and he looks up at you, Chase, and he waves. He comes in your direction. Just so you know, can't hear you.
I know. I did the thing first.
Yeah, no, that's cool. All right.
Okay, Jimmy, I'd like you to meet some people. We might be working with them for some time. This nice lady here is Belle. Belle, this is
Hi.
Jimmy.
Okay.
And sorry, I forgot your name.
He's very
Lawrence.
forgettable.
This is
Whoa.
this gentleman is Lawrence, and this is Vincenzi, his retainer. And this is I'm sorry, I forgot.
Her name's Zora. Zora of the Valley.
This is Zora of the Valley. Zora.
She
This
nods.
is come on,
He looks up
Okay.
furtively. Jimmy looks up furtively and
Jimmy.
nods his head.
This
Hi,
is Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm Jimmy. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
You don't have to be shy. You're beautiful the way you are. Now I'll touch his face.
Kind of raises his hand a little bit defensively. So sorry. Yeah.
What kind of burn victim are we talking here? We're talking two-face? Are we talking
Oh,
military
God.
face blown off? Or just like some second-degree burns or what?
Second and third degree burns.
Over the entire face?
Not his entire face. Mostly one side. There's a couple of patches that are okay.
So kind of Phantom of the Opera situation.
Kind of got hit by a helicopter, fell out of the sky and caught on fire and exploded kind of face.
Okay. So no like terrible disfigurement, like missing nose and ears and stuff. Just
No,
just burns.
Just burns. Just burns.
Okay.
So I lean over.
Sorry.
So I lean over to Jimmy and I say quietly, "I'm sorry, but you might be working with them, so I thought you might need to know them."
Yes, yeah. I'm Jimmy. I'm Jimmy. I can help you with some things if you have engineering problems or anything like that. Maths. I can do maths too. I'm pretty good at maths.
Pretty good. You're excellent at maths.
Yeah.
You're
yeah.
better than I am.
Well, that's not saying much, really, to be honest with you.
Did you say
Chase.
maths or maps?
Math.
Maths.
Okay, sweet.
Mathematics.
Mathematics.
You should play chess.
I can play chess. I can play chess. Yeah.
Sorry to cut the night short, but I have to get going. I actually have stuff I need to do back at the chantry.
Okay. It's been a
Wait.
pleasure to meet you.
Can you leave?
Yes.
Good job, Chess.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. What was your name?
Lawrence.
Lawrence. Nice to meet you, Lawrence. Yes.
I kind of want you to leave Vincenzi behind.
Vincenzi's my ride, so no.
Sorry, it's all over. No more pool for me. I gotta go. I gotta drive this honcho back to his. What do you call that place again?
The chantry.
The chantry. Whatever the fuck that means.
Well, okay.
Sorry, guys.
Objections?
There's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow.
I was just seeing how things were going between the two of them. That's all. That's all.
Vincenzi's been very polite to her. She's being very polite to him. You're not seeing the chemistry.
They're aware they're being set up.
Not only are they aware being set up, but they don't have a lot in common. She's like a
He's
wicked-
an ex-cop.
he's
No,
an
he's a
ex-cop
taxi driver, and she's a hippie.
She's a hippie priestess, shop owner.
Opposites attract.
It could happen. It could
Yeah.
happen, especially given enough exposure. But the initial reactions are like,
I think it's a very Belle's thing to do.
right? Okay,
All right.
so we're gonna get going, right?
Text me if anything happens.
I suppose we should get going back to the motel.
Oh, really? You brought me all the way down here to meet these people, and now we're just gonna leave? Is that's what this is
Chase,
about?
you can stay. How much was your How much was the hotel? Was the motel for the night?
It was, and he tells them.
Right. So it's a YMCA. It's not a hotel. It's not a
Yeah.
hotel.
Oh.
It's a YMCA.
That's right. It's been a hard week, guys.
I'll take some cash out of my wallet, just a little bit over how much the YMCA costs, and I'll say, here, stay here,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
and then
I'll
we'll just leave.
All right. So
Okay.
you and Vincenzi take off. Very good. And you're heading back to the Chantry house.
Back to the Chantry to do some studying.
Do some studying. All right then. So your
Books.
reward for not being in the next part of the scene is to earn yourself a dot in
Another dot, so 2 dots now.
no
I'm just confirming what you're saying.
to reveal your dot.
Oh,
To
no,
confirm
I'm
your
gonna,
dot in.
oh, okay. I'm not gonna say anything about it until like it comes up in game, and I'll have a little bit of secret.
All right then. That's fine. That's fine. You do that. Fucker. Okay, so but Zora and Jimmy and Chase and Bells, you are still in the cave.
Zora, this is Jimmy. I mean, weren't really introduced properly, so here you are.
Jimmy says, well, it's ironic. It's ironic, he says.
It's ironic.
And Zora kind of looks at him. It's ironic that they wear a veil and I look like this.
It's so cute. Aw.
You set the wrong couple up.
It's so adorable.
She says, what if I may ask, what happened to you? And Jimmy looks over at you, Chase.
You might as well tell her.
Well, we were getting out of New York, and our helicopter it fell out of the sky for some inexorable reason, and well, Chase here, he saved my life, and otherwise I'm pretty sure I would have burned up and I'd be dead by now. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Belle,
Yes.
why don't you?
Oh, you
Can't
cut
hear
out. You cut out. Cut out. If you're gonna do
Still can't hear you.
if you're gonna do hand acting, you're gonna have to do it with one hand.
Okay. Why don't you and I go over here and just work on that little problem we were talking about tonight?
Ah, yes. I walk
And-
over. You guys, if you want a drink, here, I'll give them the $40.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Jimmy,
you. Yeah.
here, I got this for you. And he gives him the money.
Okay. So you both give your ghouls the money that you
Yeah.
earned from the game.
Go,
Yeah.
go have something to drink.
And the 1,000 and the money we got from our new friend.
All right.
And I tell him that's got to be aside for a room tomorrow, so we can have a room tomorrow.
Okay. Very good. So he's going to organize that. Meanwhile, you and Bells go over to talk about something.
Yeah. Does it have a dartboard?
There's no dartboard.
Okay. All right.
I'd be trash at it anyway.
Do you want to play pool again while those two are spending time together?
You know, I wasn't really expecting the two of them to be so kind to each other.
Well, you see, Jimmy and I come from the literal hippie era.
Oh,
Vietnam was full of hippie stuff. When we got home, there were more hippies than you could ever imagine.
I mean,
Of course, they
I was
didn't like
around
us.
in that time too.
Oh, were you? Well,
Yeah.
You know then. Sorry.
I mean, I was there on the front lines, putting flowers in people's guns.
You might put flowers in mine.
and
Oh.
protesting against war, and here I am. I'm
It's
now a
fa-
part of the problem.
It's kind of ironic, isn't it?
Hmm.
You and I'm supposed to be the baby killer, and you were one of the people calling me one. Well,
Yeah.
not you in particular, but you know what I mean. Well, that explains a lot then. That explains a lot. So, tell me something about yourself, if you don't mind.
Hmm. Is there anything in particular you want to know?
So, do you have any family?
I don't have any anymore. Like my parents died. I was living with my father and his tribe, but yeah, both my parents died, so I ended up living with my my mother's side of the family, and they're a bit restrictive, so I decided to leave. I got out of there when I was like a teenager, became a groupie. Okay, maybe I'm sharing too much.
A groupie to which band?
It was multiple bands. One of them was the Grateful Dead.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I used to know some boys from the Grateful Dead.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Because I had to fly
Me
them
too,
places.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah. See, after the war, all I could do was fly, so I used to have a passenger service. So we met some famous people at the time. Jimi
Hendrix?
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I never got to meet him. I wish I did.
Oh, he was a cool dude. But, that guitar had to go everywhere, and it was like, you had to wrap it up, you had to put it in a seatbelt, you had to do the whole thing.
Well, while listening to this, I'm gonna just see if I could gauge how the conversation over there is going.
Oh, don't worry, he's peeping over there too, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's peeping over there just every so often. And then there was Janice. Now, that's somebody. Did you go to, did you go to the big show?
I don't think I went to that one.
I never went to that one. I was busy. I was busy flying people.
What year was that?
Wasn't it 60 something? 68?
Woodstock, 69.
69. 69. Yeah, Vietnam was still going in 69. I was in Vietnam when that was happening. That's why I was wondering if you went.
What's happening here? Fair enough.
That's
Cool.
kind of what I didn't expect.
Yeah. But yeah, so what do we gauge with their with Zora and Jimmy?
I don't know. We'd have to ask them.
Zora and Jimmy, well, they're sitting there, they're talking. Neither of them are giving too much away. Body language suggests that they don't hate each other. Zora seems to be warming to Jimmy, and Jimmy seems to be being polite and gentlemanly.
Are there any she might talk to him
fly.
about herbs and stuff to help his face and things?
Well, you don't know because you're too far away to overhear that sort of thing, and I don't think she would be so forward. Like the last thing you do when you see someone that's disfigured is start talking about their disfigurements.
I don't know. You'd be amazed at how many people talk to me about my.
That could be true. They're fucking retards. Say that out loud.
Yeah. Okay.
You keep cutting out because you took your hand off the. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I took my hand off the what's her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Get your hand off it, Daryl.
We'll
he
just tape it on.
he basically tells you about stuff and
Hmm.
and
Okay.
the different kinds of helicopters he's flown and stuff like that. And he keeps looking over, making sure Jimmy's all right.
And I keep looking over and make sure Zora's all right.
They both look up at you from time to time. Jimmy actually gets up at one point and he comes over to you. He goes, we were just talking and we were thinking that probably we're all going to be working together, right? That's the plan.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
Perhaps we should talk about what is the job. That's probably quite important to know, like some information about what we're going to be doing and what are the circumstances and the details of that. Like we should probably start thinking about that.
That's an excellent idea.
Let's go over. Actually, I
We'll
don't know
come
if
over.
they're sitting at a.
We'll come
booth
over
or something.
your table, and we'll
Well,
talk about it.
Sure. We'll just make some room. Okay. And so you guys go back over to that table.
Mhm.
All right. So what are we going to be doing then, Chase? Bella?
Oh, pretty much, Bella. Give him a rundown on what we've been through, if you don't mind.
I don't really know how to explain it. I haven't. Okay, so. God damn! I wish Lawrence was here.
Jimmy, what's happening is we're pretty much all a bunch of newbies. And when you're a bunch of newbies, you have to kind of prove yourself.
When you say newbies, what are you talking about? You've been around for years, Chase. You know your way around.
Yeah, I know. But as far as vampirism goes, we're all pretty young in that way, in the vampire rules and things like that.
Suppose so. I mean, you told me that the rules here in Chicago were going to be a bit different to the rules in New York and LA.
Definitely. Because this is a Camarilla run city.
I don't really know what that means, to be honest with you, Chase. That sounds complicated.
It is, but at some stage you and I have got to sit down and talk about it. But not now. The thing is, we're newbies. So it's like we get a test run. We get a test run to find out what we can do.
I guess if it's a test run, then we really don't want to fuck it up, do we?
That's pretty much it. We don't want to fuck it up at any stage.
So what's the job?
Now, both Bella and I have had the misfortune of meeting a group that are called the Sabbat. They're another group.
We talked about them. We talked about them. I know about them. We worked for them.
You might want to cover that for Zora, because I haven't talked to you. Sorry, Zora. These guys aren't good. I'll hold her hand.
These guys are pretty much the bad guys of the vampires, even though, as you and I know, they do pretty much the same thing as the Camarilla, but with different names attached to it, and they have a different method. Their method is somewhat... Well, you saw the stuff that I did when we were with the Sabbat, didn't you?
They're pretty brutal. That's what I noticed about those guys. They're not like the LA vampires. The ones we met in LA, they were much more chill.
That's right. I mean, that's the Malkavian lot.
You've cut out again.
They're the Anarch lot, aren't they? Russell?
Yes, out of game, yes.
Yeah. Okay. They're Anarchs, which means
so we got like what three groups? Like we got Anarchs and Camarilla and we got
Malkavians.
Malkavians.
I'm not Malkavians. Not Malkavians.
That's the Malkavian coming out.
The Sabbat
and Sabbat.
Yeah.
Those are the three main ones.
So Sabbat, Camarilla, and Anarchs, and then we got Malkavians.
Yes.
They're different again.
Wait, what?
Now you and I have met. Have they met bishops? Has he met bishops in
Who?
they've got pandas, bishops, and stuff like that in the Sabbat. Do they know that?
You know that there is a hierarchy.
Yeah.
You've never met a bishop of the Sabbat.
Okay. They have a hierarchy.
Or if you did, you didn't know they were a bishop.
Okay, no, fair enough, exactly. I just wanted to know if I did. They have a hierarchy. I know they have a hierarchy. And they have different names from us, I've heard. Like we have Prince, they have something else. I don't know what it is, but that's what they have.
You know they have packs.
They have packs. They have packs, for instance. We have what we've got, and they have packs.
I'm really finding this hard to follow.
And
I looked at Zora.
They also
Hmm.
they also have cells, which makes them harder to find. Now, my guess is, Belle, you and Lawrence have met a cell that hangs out here, and you probably met their leader.
Well, Zora says, so you've met some of these Sabbat already?
Yeah, the other night. They weren't nice. So if
you
you
never
remember,
told me you were in so much danger. I would have been there with you.
No. Like I've been meaning to talk to you about this. It's all been happening night after night. Like last.
This is terrible. Why have we not talked about this?
I'm sorry. Perhaps I talked out of turn. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
I didn't want to trouble you, but I know that I have to let you know this because you are in danger. And I was meaning to bring it up.
Well, what can we do to defend ourselves?
That's something I don't know. Like our storefront is not exactly.
Are we expecting invaders, visitors, attackers?
There is a possibility that because they met Belle once. What happened, Belle? Did they actually talk to you? Try to persuade you, anything like that?
Yep, they did. I wasn't buying it. It sounds like horseshit. So we left.
As I said, I think this is what I think. I could be totally wrong. And this is what the character thinks. I think they pretty much work like the Camarilla, but call it different names, and they're darker. And their approach to it is vastly different.
I think, like I've said this before, I think that like their points are interesting, but the way that they go about it is incredibly violent and harmful. Like we just fought a creature that was made of many different people. It was like 4 people in one massive blob. And then someone said something that it was one of the wolf pack. One of the wolf pack said that they might do that to our ghouls. So now you're not leaving my sight. And I hold her arm tightly.
She looks at you for a moment. Do you need a rescue remedy?
What do you mean by that?
She takes out some wait a moment.
Okay.
So I have to explain everything to you.
Yes, please, thank you.
It's a aromatherapy. She takes out a bottle with a little blue label on it and a dropper on top. And she goes, "Here, just sniff here."
Okay.
It's a rescue remedy. And it's just aromatherapy. It's up to you whether or not you think your
really
character
lovely.
has any benefits from it. But
Mm.
yes,
Need to get Russell. Does he know about incendiary rounds at all?
your character, yes.
Yeah. We need to get things called incendiary rounds.
One of the things that you did during your time in New York was flying as a gunship with chain gun with incendiary rounds.
Okay.
Well,
Just
Pack
to-
will help us out with that if we need it.
Okay, that's great. I thought coming here to get some peace. It doesn't sound like I'm gonna.
I don't think
And
you'll ever find peace unless you go out into the deserts.
now there is an idea, but that's where the Tibet like to hang out too, the desert, especially Mexico.
Don't go to Don't go to Mexico. Go to like Nevada or something.
I used to have to ship stuff for them.
Right.
Oh, this is why I know that they're in Mexico, but I can't say they're in the same place. They always change places. They're never in the same place twice. You never know
mean-
where they're going to be.
Terrace likes this place. Why don't I invite him round?
Who's
Okay.
Terrace?
Oh, is that
Okay.
Zora?
Yep.
He's like me. Yes.
Like,
He
he is like you. Oh, but he's one of your kind.
Well, yeah.
Kindred. We call them kindred. Yes.
Yes, kindred. But also, like he can do what I can do. He is of my clan,
Okay.
and he's a biker guy. He's kind of hot in a
Sounds
own
a
way.
little rough.
Oh, he's pretty rough.
Okay.
He's seen a few things.
I'd,
I'm gonna text him. Be like, hey, do you want to meet up at the cave?
All right. It doesn't answer straight away. Meanwhile, Lawrence, what are you up to? You're learning something.
Books.
Learning something.
Book
Book
learning.
learning.
Book
Hmm.
learning. It's
Being a nerd.
a little bit of practical learning as well down there in the temple below the chantry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much.
All
I
right.
would have sent Vincenzo if he to check out if the apartment scene had died down enough for me to get the car.
Right. Yep. He says he can organize to get the car.
Yeah, sweet. And then just study hard, do what I've been told to do by Nikolai.
Right. Well, he brings the car back to the chantry in the meantime. And anything else that you need organized, we will check with you.
I don't know. I think Lawrence is going to ghost Harry for a little bit, and focus on his studies. So his house is going to be cold and dark for a little bit.
Right. Fair enough.
Just like Lawrence.
Right. Very good.
Yeah.
A side question for you, Lawrence. Your character's from real estate. Has he always been on the up and up as a real estate agent, or is he a dodgy real estate agent?
Up and up. Hey,
Always.
like proper businessman.
Okay.
Nothing sketchy.
Okay. 100%.
Why?
Not one deal that ever was. There's no why. You make it sound like I'm up to something.
No, he's on the up and up.
Okay. All right. So he's full of integrity.
Yeah, his own integrity.
Cool. Just checking. Thank you. That was my question.
Okay, cool.
Back to it then.
You killed like 2 cops.
Self-defense.
Yeah, but he
The
didn't.
integrity. Yeah.
But he didn't overcharge them for a house. He didn't
Lawrence
sell-
has, he's got it. I mean, he has personal reasons for what he feels about cops. So,
yeah.
but yeah,
Okay.
there was-
backstory reasons. But yeah,
right. And the land permits were always cleared.
yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. All right. Very well. you could always bury those cops on one of your real estate projects. Anyway, that's another story. Okay, so meanwhile, back at the cave, you guys are sitting around chatting about stuff when, without even responding to your text message, Terrace, Randy, Jackie, Antheus, and Sledge come in. They
Okay.
look around. Terrace nods to you and he goes over to Horace, has a word. Then he and the pack kind of come and sit at the table next to your table. Well, well, well. If it isn't my favorite gang growl at my favorite bar.
I don't, you're such a flatterer. I
I was
hope you
lying.
boys aren't offended by what he just said.
Oh, we're not offended. He says shit like that all the time. He's lying.
Oh yeah, I got that. I want you to meet Zora of the Valley. She's my retainer.
He looks
This
at her.
beautiful specimen.
Very nice. You've done well. Very good.
Oh yeah.
And who are these charming fellows?
We have Chase Hamilton.
Hi there.
Jackie waves. Hey. Randy nods. Antheus doesn't do anything. And Sledge just nods briefly and goes back to his crossword puzzle, which he puts on the table.
And then we have Jimmy over here.
It's my retainer.
Hi, I'm Jimmy. Nice to meet you gentlemen.
I like I pretend to sort of snub Randy just a little.
Okay.
Just a little.
Okay. All right, fair enough. So, what do I owe this pleasure? I had an invite to come here. As it happens, we were planning to come here anyway, but isn't
Perfect.
that curious? What happened? Shouldn't you be out chasing down Xavier, what's his fucking face? Philippe Rigaud, I mean.
I mean, you have deterred us multiple times from doing that.
Well, I have, but I'm just assuming that's the sort of thing you're probably doing because that's what dear Prince Loden has you on.
Yeah, he allowed us to have a day to get to know each other.
Oh, good.
I certainly hope not, says Chase.
I see his point. You wouldn't want to do it during the day. I think that's what they call a dad joke.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Yeah.
Where's the Tremere?
Oh, he went to look at books,
Of course he
open
did.
books and look at them.
Of course he did. Is he being useful to your mission?
I think so. He killed the Vosht. He did really good.
He did good.
Yeah.
All right then. I'm surprised. But that's
You
good.
are? Oh,
Well,
it's a clan thing.
yeah, it's a clan thing.
There's no Tremere here. It's fine. Yeah. He did really well though. Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good. I looked at your files. I understand he's some sort of real estate agent. I'm a little surprised he did so well fighting Sabat. It's usually the sort of thing you get better operatives from the military and, gang members, police, that sort of thing, hunters, bounty hunters, criminals, but real estate. And he fights Sabat. Look at that. Hasn't the world changed? These modern times.
He certainly surprised me. He's better at firearms than I, that's for sure.
That is embarrassing, Vala.
I know, but you know the time I came from.
You're letting this clan down. I lived through the time that you came from. And he looks over at Chase, and I think he did too, from what I've read.
What you've read, sir?
I've looked at your file.
I have a file.
Well, yes, with the US military. Apparently. Anyone can just look up Chase Hamilton and there you are. It's not particularly hidden, although it does say that you're dead, but I didn't believe that for a second.
Yeah, I understand. Then you know all about my parents and everything. And
No, I don't know too much about your parents. I know that you served in Vietnam and that you held the rank of, what was it again? Out of game, I can't remember what rank you had, but
captain, it would be captain for a helicopter because he runs that set,
right,
that helicopter.
right. Captain Chase Hamilton, and he tells you the name of the particular section that you were part of and so on, units
Yeah.
and things.
Yes,
Is that all true?
yes, it
Right.
is.
Well, there you go. I've also heard record of one named Chase Hamilton involved in helicopters coming up from Los Angeles. Did you spend any time in Los Angeles?
Quite a bit,
Mm.
sir.
Right.
Quite a
Well,
bit.
that's interesting. I don't suppose you know of a Malkavian by the name of what was her name? Out of game. Hold on a second. Andy Moffat.
I do, sir.
So you knew Andy.
She made a bad deal. Which
I never did find out what happened.
She made a deal. It turned out she made a deal with the Sabat and didn't realize it.
I see. And that explains your disappearance from the records in Los Angeles.
Yes, sir. It does. And they acquired her and said if I didn't do what they said, she would be killed.
I see. Well, sounds like Bobby's information is pretty straight up.
Bobby's information is always straight up.
One of the best hackers in the world, I believe.
Yes.
Did you know that fucker was making millions of dollars before he was embraced just by taking like, what was it? Something like some tiny little amount off every transaction going through the Chase Manhattan Bank.
I wasn't aware, but I'm not surprised.
Do you know how they caught him?
How?
He was driving a Lamborghini.
Okay.
People got suspicious.
I'm not surprised.
And that's when the that's when the Toreadors noticed him. And when they found out what he could do, the prince and the Toreadors started fighting over his abilities, till finally he was allowed to be embraced by a Toreador. His sire is one of the primary councilors of Chicago.
Then, as far as Belle and her friend meeting with the Sabat leader, you know he'll be back again.
One can assume. But we never know when they're going to hit or how hard.
That's right.
Or with what. But I'll say this much, Bella. If he let you go and he told you to run, he's still chasing you. He's just taking his time. I wish I could be here to protect you the whole time, but there are bigger fish to fry.
I know. Yep. That's why I'm keeping this one close to me now.
How did the crossbow go?
I didn't realize that what I was firing exploded. And I might have hurt someone really badly with it.
Well, it is a crossbow.
Yeah.
Were you trying to tickle them with it?
I don't know. It was a little bit beyond me, to be honest.
So
yeah.
what happened to it?
Oh, it was left behind, and a fire destroyed it.
Fuck, says Jackie.
But you know this, Jackie. I told you this like a few hours ago or something.
He looks at you and glares. He's like,
What? Okay. I take that back.
Terrace looks over at
I
Jackie.
take that back, Terrace.
You knew about that. Like, yeah, and she wasn't. Fuck.
You also told me
I
that
didn't say.
that there were many crossroads out there.
Yeah, but that was a good one.
I
Never
can't
mind.
tell the difference.
Clearly, we need to start you off with something simpler, like I don't know.
Can I, Mr. Terrace?
Archon Terrace.
Sorry, Archon Terrace. Can I ask your advice? I was told to go and see a lady. I forget her name now. She apparently could help me with maybe finding a job. She,
Finding a job, perhaps you need to go to the job center.
no, she's to do with airplanes and stuff, I think.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What was her name? I can't remember her name. This evening I got the name from Horace over there.
Are you talking about a vampire?
Yes.
Oh,
Horace told me to go and see her. Yeah.
Wouldn't be Tyler, would it?
That's the one.
Right, Tyler. I can give you her number.
So I got to ring her and get an appointment. That's
Sledge,
what
give the man Tyler's retainer's number.
Okay.
She doesn't take direct calls, like most of us.
Obviously.
It's a bad idea to take direct calls these days, especially if you're only around during the night.
Obviously. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna slyly look towards Randy.
He looks over at you, winks.
I smile a little, just a little.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
I'm a bit down on my luck at this moment. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So you've been made part of this group, I see.
Yes, just this evening.
And I assume that's got to do with your past experiences, as you were saying, with your sire and the Sabbat.
Yes.
Sorry if I'm giving anything away.
No, I'm not keeping anything from somebody I'm going to be working with.
That's a good idea. Open honesty.
Yeah, well,
That's what concerns me, he says to Bella. That's what concerns me about your Tremere friend. They're always keeping secrets. You never know what their real agenda is. Be careful.
I am.
Good.
Yes, I'm doing my best to keep an eye out for anything, but they seem all right so far.
Be careful
yeah.
they're not seeking to control you somehow. They might try and find some way of using you against ourselves or against the prince, for that matter.
Like, I have loyalty to you guys over anything. So,
well,
there's nothing you can do.
Being an Archon, I have loyalty to the prince. There's nothing I can do. So, we'll see. Archon, sorry, forgive me, out of game. He says, Justica Xavier will be coming to Chicago in the next few months to check up on things. So you'll have the opportunity to meet one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Is he like a pretty old vampire?
He's a Justica. There's only 7 of them. 1 for each clan of the Camarilla.
Is he like us?
He's a Gangrel.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the Justica to whom I serve.
That is amazing. I can't wait. Wait, is he nice or?
Nice. Justica Xavier. Is he nice? He looks over to Randy. Is Justica Xavier nice? Brandy looks up at you and goes, well, he wasn't particularly nice to me, to be honest with you. In fact, I thought he was a bit of an asshole.
Okay.
Jackie's like, yeah, but that's because you kept pointing out the fucking grass stains on his white suit. Look.
Okay.
Xavier doesn't really think about these things, all right? He likes to look nice, but I think he hasn't changed his suit in a few decades.
Maybe everyone should get him a new suit.
It's not something that he considers too important. I don't think that's a good idea, probably because he's a little touchy about it. Mentioning his clothes is likely to get your face ripped off.
Okay. Don't mention his clothes. What if he mentions mine?
Right. You should see his car, though, says Jackie. He's got like this big white limo from the fucking 70s, right? He's got like this mustache that goes down like a handlebar mustache. He's classic, man, classic. Like you'd love him. He's straight from your era, except he's like that. He's not actually from your era. It's just that he likes your era.
I also like my era.
I think he changes his clothes like every 50 years or something. And like the last time he got dressed was in the 70s. I'm amazed his boots. He's still wearing boots. I guess he has to change his boots from time to time because surely he's got to wear those out. Randy sniggers. Yeah, that guy. Still. Yeah.
Can somebody inform me what the Malkavian clan elder is like?
Here?
Yes, here.
They'll look at each other for a minute. Well,
oh dear.
You should probably talk to Horace about that because, like, the thing is, like, Chicago's got 6 counselors and the prince already, and so I think they like asked Maureen if she wanted to be, and she just didn't seem to be particularly interested in the job. So we don't have a clan elder for, but you could talk to Maureen O'Leary. She's probably the eldest of all the Chicago Malkavians, and Horace probably also is like the next guy.
You're quiet.
No, he's kind of. Oh, what? All right, thank you very much.
Listen, says Terrace, and he turns to you. He says, "Let me be frank with you. There was a lot of talk about it back in the 1930s. Who was going to be clan fucking primogen for Clan Gangrel? And we considered a lot of things, and the primogen and the prince and various elders vying for power. I wasn't part of any of that because I was out and about doing things. But from what I've heard, what it came down to is that Clan Malkavian has never really truly been considered to be especially reliable. Now, you forgive me for saying, on an individual basis," and he puts his hands on your shoulders and he straightens up your jacket, and he says, "You're just fine. Likeable enough, and certainly capable. But there's a little bit of, and you have to forgive me, you have to probably agree, there's a little instability among this clan."
I wouldn't disagree with that.
So what the city was looking for was a leadership that had a stable, firm footing, that had a clear understanding of what was going on around them. And we didn't want to let any instabilities get in the way of that. Not to put any kind of slight on the clan or on the blood, but it's kind of common knowledge that, well, we each of us have a clan flaw. And this particular clan flaw, in the case of your clan, gets in the way of these types of leadership roles in the Camarilla. Doesn't mean you can't do other things. There's plenty of other things. You have a Justica.
We do. Does anybody ever see this Justica?
Well, if they did, that could be a problem.
Yes, I
Pretty
see
sure
your point.
you wouldn't want to meet him. And after all, isn't obfuscate one of your clan disciplines?
It is.
So, Justica of Clan Malkavian, I imagine, is quite formidable.
I would imagine he is.
But, you know, if you don't like the situation, you could always report it to him. I could probably get you his number.
I'm the new boy on the block. I'm sure he wouldn't be interested in anything I say.
That's possibly the truest thing I've heard tonight.
So, I can't. I will say that because because a member of your clan has been so helpful to me, if at any point you need a helicopter pilot at night, just give me a call. I could do
Well,
with the money.
You know what? I may, in fact, take you up on that.
But Jimmy comes with the deal because he knows how to repair her and load her if you should need it for that.
Sure. Tell me one thing,
Yep.
Mr. Hamilton. Tell me this: Are you stable?
To be honest, I'm as stable as a Malkavian can be.
Well, Horace is a very stable Malkavian.
We've all got our problems.
We all do have our problems. That's true. My problems are mostly in Mexico. So I'm going to have to get out of here shortly. Bella,
Yeah.
is there anything else you wanted to talk about before I go?
Well, I kind of want to learn to be a bit more hardy. Like I'm, fortitude.
So you want some training?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have the time for that, but it came in handy. I got shot.
Come on, Terrace. We can spend some time with her. Let's take her down to the ranch, down to Triple R, and see if we can, teach her some stuff. And Randy looks at Jackie and kind of sniggers again. And he's like, "What are you laughing at? I'm still looking for that training. You were going to teach me fortitude fucking years ago, and you still haven't gotten around to it. You can teach both of us." Randy sniggers again. Randy's like, "I'm in if you're in, Terrace. I remember what it was like going through that fucking training. I remember exactly what it was like." Terrace looks at Randy and kind of scowls. So, you really want to learn fortitude?
Yeah, I mean, I'll
You're not
go.
gonna like the training.
I understand
Why?
that.
What are you talking about? We're not gonna like it. You're gonna teach us fortitude. Surely it can't be that hard. What are you gonna knock us around a bit or something? You could say that, says Terrace.
Look, I'll make sure I wear underwear. Everything will be fine.
Everybody looks at each other. Well, let's go. Time is of the essence before the sun comes up.
Okay.
Are you coming along for this little trip, Mr. What's your name again? Hamilton.
Chase Hamilton.
Chase. Are you staying here, or would you like to come and visit our little ranch?
If I can bring Jimmy with me, I'd be grateful.
He looks at you. Bella, he says, would you like the company?
Yeah,
somebody to
fine.
hold your hand?
Oh, come on now. Look, I'm not as weak as you think I am. I might suck at firearms, but I am deadly with my fingernails.
Yes, you are. All right. Come on then. You're going to have to find your own transport because we're on bikes.
Okay.
All right. So they head off.
My transport is actually, it's actually back at the Sears Tower.
We'll get a taxi back to the Sears Tower and take your van from there. How about that?
Oh, what about Zora?
Yes, I came by taxi as well.
Okay. All right. Will you join us?
Sure, if I am invited to come.
Of course.
Right. So you guys go back to the Sears Tower, you get the van, and you head off to the riding ranch.
Yeah.
At which point, after another kind of bit of small talk and chitter chatter, Terrace lines you up, and he says, "Okay, I want you to stand here.
Are
Just
you going to
lean,
shoot me?
lean against this wall." Oh, he
This looks like the sort of.
close your eyes.
Are you going to shoot me?
No, I'm not going to shoot you.
Are you going to get someone else to shoot me?
No. And he draws out a wooden stake.
Oh my god! I'm definitely not going to like this. All right, let's go. I close my eyes.
We're going to start small
Okay.
here. And so, long story short, you spend the next 2 hours getting punctured with wooden stakes in different places. You get to experience what it's like to be staked, proper staked. So there's a bit of a trust exercise. And through the process of doing this, you learn the limits of your own abilities and push through the pain, push through making stamina checks, essentially, to the point where you are able to spend your experience points collected up on a dot of fortitude if you desire.
Yes. I'll make note of that.
Right.
Ow! Oh
I'm
god!
assuming everybody else
You
is
okay?
just watching
You okay,
this
Jackie?
process. Yeah, Jackie's going through the same shit as you. So there's two of you having this really fun experience. All right.
Did you damage my clothes in any way?
Probably your clothes are
probably shouldn't even bother though. With
could,
clothes.
After the first steak or two, you might be like, you know what, I should get rid of these.
Yeah.
Like
we're all okay with being naked here.
Yeah.
We are nature's children.
That's true.
So yeah.
Okay, so
maybe not Chase though, so you're welcome.
Chase, are you looking to partake in a round of
in a round of staking?
Yeah.
Do you like some steaks?
Okay, I will show my support by actually going through it with her. I'm a Malkavian after all.
That is true.
Not all Malkavians want to get staked.
It's going to be harder for you to get us. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put fortitude down as a discipline, but you don't actually have a dot on it yet.
Okay, it's fine.
It'll cost you 10 experience.
Right.
And then it'll cost you more because it's out of clan.
Yeah, I know.
But it's pretty interesting. It's good to have. Help you shirk off them bullets, yo.
Right. So you got 3 XP towards fortitude. Yep. Okay. Very good. So meanwhile, Lawrence. So you've wrapped up your studying. I mean, unless you just want to keep studying indefinitely into the end of the night.
Does it take the whole night to
you've
learn the path?
Learning the path itself is something that probably has been, I think it has been ongoing for some time now, probably.
Okay.
Until now. So at this point, you're getting to the point where you're able to perform level 1.
Okay.
And you're finally having success with it. At which point, Ericto might say to you, I think you've learned this. Now it's time for you to test it out, experiment. Learn some experience, learn from experience.
Very well. I definitely would like to improve upon this path.
Of course. Until you have spent some time truly learning this one discipline, I think you should keep practicing with it.
Very well.
Keep learning as often as we can. You have the breathing exercises, the mudras. I've taught you these things.
There's no more rituals that I need to be aware of, is there?
There are many rituals. They will come to you in time.
Okay. So at what time of the night is it at this point?
It's about an hour before you probably need to get to sleep.
I think I'll just get an early night then.
All right. Okay. Well, it's 2 minutes to the end of session. Does anyone else have anything they want to actually nail down before the end of it?
Should we maybe consider how we're going to get home
Right.
so that we could just start with the next day? Or
Right. Sounds
night,
good.
sorry.
Yeah.
With
But-
Tyler. Tyler.
Tyler.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
having trouble with that.
So
word.
we can say you make you make an appointment to see Tyler.
Yes.
All right. So you'll have an appointment to see Tyler in the next game.
Thank you.
Okay. And I've taken a note from my other vampire game where we have a schedule. So for the next game, which is going to be a Monday night in game, 10 p.m. Tyler.
So are the Wolfpack gonna head off tonight, or are they gonna just go tomorrow?
The following night. So you can spend the rest of the evening with Randy.
I'd love that. Yeah.
All right.
I can invite him over to mine if he wants, or we could just stay at the ranch, but Zora needs to get home.
Sure.
Although
she could stay at the ranch too.
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest.
I'd
can
rather
sleep
keep
in
her
the-
close.
She can sleep in the van.
Or in the earth with us. Just kidding.
No.
Let's just dig a hole.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
She can stay in the van.
All right. She stays in the van. Jimmy, what's he going to do?
Consent.
Is Jimmy going to get a taxi somewhere, or is he going to stay in the van as well?
I give him that choice. I give him, he can either do one or the other.
He says he's going to try and stay up today and see the sun.
Okay.
Aw.
All right. All right.
Sora says that sounds like a good idea, and she's going to stay up with him.
If you guys want to borrow the van for anything, here are the keys.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They start talking about which is their favorite diners.
Oh.
Okay.
Super cute.
They're gonna
Super
go to-
cute.
They've decided they're going to go to a diner for breakfast.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
don't forget you can use that money, man.
Yeah, I didn't forget. Not for a minute, Chase. Not for a
Okay.
minute. I didn't forget. I got it here.
And take care, man.
Okay.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
They get into the van and they drive off into the sunrise.
No, we need to get in the ground. She says,
All right.
some warning, man.
Okay. So you're sleeping in the ground with Randy.
Mhm.
Chase, where but there is actually an office here at the riding ranch, and I think Jackie will say to you, if you want to sleep here, man, we've got a room.
Oh man, that would be cool.
Okay, well,
That would be
I'm
cool.
guessing you can't like earth meld or nothing, so
No, I can't do any of that crap.
it's like, Terrace, where's the keys? It's like, oh, gonna have to get them off Rosa. Call Rosa and she'll tell you where they are. So Jackie calls Rosa. Rosa tells him that the keys are hiding in this particular hiding spot. He goes and opens up the building, takes you in there, and there is a room with no windows.
Cool.
And there's a wooden box underneath the
Okay.
floorboards.
Oh, cool. Oh, use that then.
It smells like leather and horses.
It doesn't matter.
This room has a bunch of saddles and tackle and harness hanging from hooks in it.
No, that's cool.
And on the
Probably smells like
floorboards.
Vietnam on a
Right.
rainy season.
Right.
Yep. Can I ask what the Wolfpack think of the whole like Bells Randy mix up?
Nobody said anything.
Okay.
Nobody said a word about it.
Hmm.
And I think, can you make a perception and empathy check?
Okay. Perception, empathy. 3.
You're absolutely sure that Jackie has noticed.
He
But-
is quite empathetic.
You've also noticed that he hasn't spoken about it, and he seems to be biting his tongue about it.
Okay, what do I get from him?
From Jackie?
Yeah, like
Particularly?
okay, yeah, he's biting his tongue about it, but can I figure out as the
Why?
reason as to why?
He's not stirring any trouble, and possibly because Randy might break his legs.
Classic Randy.
Right.
He might get another fortitude point from that though.
You could discuss that with him. All right.
Sweet.
Cool,
It's good to know.
So you're sleeping in the earth with Randy.
Yeah.
Joe Lawrence is sleeping at the chantry. Chase is at the riding ranch in the box, and that's where we'll leave you all tonight.
Yeah.
All good. Sorry to leave you out of that last few scenes there, Joe, but you did decide.
Oh, I
go
chose to leave. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, just
Could have left a
making
bit later.
It was roleplay reasons, man. Chill out.
sure. All
You
right.
could read a book before bed, man.
Yeah, I've got reading material right here. The thick ass Art and Arcana D&D book.
Nice, cool. I've
Mm.
coveted that book. Nice.
It was like the last buddy app copy at the time I got it.
Nice.